Hello? 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 I'm here. I'm here. Give me a second. Give me a second. I'm almost ready. Give me a second. Okay. Okay, I'm here. I'm turn on my webcam. Yeah. It's working all right. Perfect. Hang on. I gotta make sure this is all good too. Okay, that's good. Hello and welcome to the stream. Hell yeah. We're back. It's finally back. We took 2 weeks off. Not entirely called for. The first week we really planned on having off. Actually, I'll just move it here. Better. I'll be center frame. Why not? Screw the thirds, whatever it is. Yeah, we took that first week off, which was planned. We just wanted a week off. Also, a little bit of suspense. But the second week, because I just got this PC, I had to set it up. I finished setting this up actually. We added an SSD card. Added a bunch of programs. We changed out the hard drives because we were using my last PCs. So this is more of a new PC than it was last time I streamed on Saturday. So there's some new stuff, and I'm kind of readjusting or fixing things on the streaming and everything. But yeah, we're back finally with a new episode of the campaign, the Astral Sea. Thirsty boy. Unfortunately, we're not all back today. Ricky could not join us for this session, unfortunately. So he will be here next week. He'll just have to sit this one out. And Kyle is joining us, but he's going to be a little late. He'll be joining us 30 minutes to an hour later. But yeah. But to make up for that, Samir is joining us this session, so we got him back. Is he in the chat? Oh, he is in the chat. All right, let's join him. Let me turn off the music. There we go.
Don't worry about it.
Hello, gentlemen. I'm here. We are live.
Sweet.
Discussing employment
opportunities.
opportunities.
All right.
Woohoo.
Well,
We are going to switch over to display mode. And I'm going to undo my webcam and set everything up.
all right. Welcome to being live.
I am alive.
I'm still
oops,
alive.
that was the wrong button.
Can the stream hear the synthwave music?
From the rhythm thing, I muted it just in case.
It's not copyright.
It's not copyright?
Yeah, I specifically looked up. It's called 2-hour synthwave mix dash L.A.sunset //
It's the
royalty
thing.
free, no copyright background music.
Okay, I get it. Alright, I'll unmute it.
No, just let everyone know. It's a White Bat Audio, Carl Casey. Thank you.
Yeah. Alright, I have it playing low. But
cool.
we're here. Why is this
We are
so punched in. What the hell?
What, the treasure planet?
my stream. It's not just
let's
this,
pop
right?
it open.
Holy shit. That's the wrong thing I meant to grab.
Oh, mama.
There we go.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
let me grab my mouse. Oh yeah.
There it is.
Let me grab my mouse real quick.
Okay, I can't
Cool.
see this.
Oh, you're almost at 100 followers. Let's go.
Yeah. I think it might be the display. Give me a second.
We will see how well this session goes. We might lose a few. Boom, boom. XD.
Please no. Oh,
Hey, I'm gonna spam this in
Do
either.
that.
We are back.
Oh, you back home, Samir? Oh, you went to get the
Back.
I don't know why this isn't
I
showing.
am.
Nice.
Yeah. Officially
And,
ended
that's-
my
your-
semester.
Your exact address for the stream?
Yes, please. And your social security number as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just put that in chat.
Oh, this is
Put it in the
so
chat, please. Yeah, just so that
annoying.
we don't mess it up.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I know what's wrong.
Attention, Fortnite gamers.
16 by 900.
That guy got like
Nope,
banned
not
off
that
of
one.
every platform for no reason, for obvious satire.
Okay, it shows in the. I don't know why it's not showing. Fuck.
Alright.
Oh, it's because of this. What the? What is this garbage?
You have pinch to zoom enabled in accessibility settings, perhaps?
Probably. Give me a sec. I'm just gonna free roll. There we go.
Okay.
Better.
Oh, geez.
I don't know why that changed. This is literally the same
God.
data.
Okay,
but
you
there we
guys are
go.
level 4. I need to check something real quick because I need to
let me-
edit my plot.
I'm gonna change this back. Just
DMing, by the way, is like 2/3 redoing your plot.
There we go. Yeah. All right, there we go.
because,
Now that's
your
fully on
players
screen.
are
Yeah, that's good. All right.
destroying your plots.
Put
Okay,
this
well
back.
that is way more than I wanted. Let's look. Maybe. That's cool.
While he's getting, everything set up,
Mhm.
I would just like to hang on.
Thank our sponsor.
This is another sponsor.
Just trying to find. Here we go. Got an actual ad copy this time.
This makes it a
So
little.
yeah, this stream, this series as a whole, from this point forward, actually, is brought to you by NFTs.
Why would
If
you
you ever
say that?
wanted to directly contribute to the burning of rainforests, to pretend that you own a JPEG by paying money, boy, have I got the solution for you.
Please. Please.
NFTs for just a few $1,000s. A link to a digital file of a famous piece of art could be yours today.
A link.
A link, not even the thing.
Brought to you by Dwarven Forge. No, I wish. Please sponsor us, Dwarven Forge.
Yeah.
I want more minis.
All right.
All right.
I am good to go.
Yeah.
We'll try.
I believe I'm good.
Very
There we go.
cool. So
my
yeah, we
beliefs
are
have
going to
failed me.
open on Mr. Crete.
Yeah.
I got a notification.
Oh wait,
Whoa.
we should do introductions again.
Introduce yourself.
Oh, yeah,
Recap and
Jesus.
Introduction.
Yes, I will need a definitely a recap.
Oh my God, Samir, your hair.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Since Samir's hasn't been with us for a bit, let's do like a full recap all the way back to then.
Yeah.
So so his character is dead.
Yeah. So
Rest in peace.
We fucking let him die.
through various means, eventually went to the temple to the north and managed to find out the person that killed Borbo. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Borbo. I'm doing it, but you can't see.
Yeah. Who killed Borbo was stationed there and wished to perform some kind of ceremony using pieces of skulls to summon an ancient evil that would cleanse the world. I have the exact details of the plan in my notes, but they're not loaded at the moment, so we'll just go with that for now. And then we fought to stop that ceremony and kind of died. We succeeded in stopping it, but then
Yeah.
also died. And so, or at
what
least,
did you're skipping like several important parts, but you know.
well, it's a generalized. Yeah, I grabbed the skull and sort of jumped off a cliff.
Yeah, I
Oh
became
yeah,
big.
now he's got a new character.
And
Why
so
am
we
I
all died.
unfocused? Oh, just
And now we're here.
Huh.
And
Yes.
by the way, I am Japneet. I'll be playing someone else now.
That's true. We'll introduce your character along with Samir's character
Yeah.
in a second.
If I can just
Um,
fucking.
And
Why is my thing not
I'm
focusing?
gonna DM you some stuff, Samir. Well, actually, so I'll just say right now, Samir, your character, Lieutenant Zach
Move the finger
Dorkar,
slower.
Mhm.
Yeah, I should do it slower.
you are
Oh,
on
wait.
behalf of your captain. Where's my captain's name? Your captain's name is Tras Keselath. I'll put it in the
Mhm.
chat.
I did it for a second. Oh wait, it's better now.
We'll put
Okay.
that in the.
No, that's
so
still
this
garbage.
on behalf of your captain, you are visiting a mind flayer by the name of Konshusen, a merchant who is offered wants to discuss terms of a deal for an unspecified mission with your crew, and you've been sent as the emissary, along with kind of the ship's. How would you classify Timothy Jepney?
He's
Well-
sort of a freelancer,
Sure,
like a freelance entertainer.
sure, entertainer, but also has some
Like
skills in
crew. And yeah, as well.
some skills in negotiation as well.
Chuck E. Cheese.
A little
I shoved it
to-
up first.
like Chuck E. Cheese, yes.
to
My
make
classic.
sure that the mind flayer doesn't get a little bit too questionable with their actions. You guys meet this mind flayer, Konshusen, at the fighting pits. So for context, this new region we're in, it's called the Little Ethereum, and it is a group of disparate worlds, a small cluster, and the central trade location of all of these worlds is known as the Hub, and it is a large, booming metropolis of around 25,000 people, aliens of different races, including intraplanar travelers of all kinds, aliens of all kinds, shops of anything you could desire, and some things that you wouldn't desire. It is where pretty much anyone who's anyone in this area goes to do business, including yourself. And the main attraction of this hub for people just looking to have a good time are known as the Fighting Pits of Thugazooks, which I will put in the session notes as well. And that is where, in a dark room dimly lit by some bioluminescent moss along the walls, we come to Crete. You're sitting across from a being that you now know is called a colander. Kind of a... Where is my thing on them? Colanders are an amphibian species. They look sort of like frogs. They have 4 arms and a prehensile tongue. This particular one you've known since your first days in this kind of prison cell. About 8 months ago. Purple skinned, has a dozen piercings, in various places along his kind of damp body, and he's known as Rask. And he kind of
Okay.
leans into you in your cage, and says, he's speaking in deep speech to you.
Oh, I know that.
I know you know that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Tonight is a very important fight, as I know you know. Your opponent is going to be a man-ant, a thry-creen. Real mean bugger with a mouth on him. Be careful of that bite. He likes to use this little boomerang thing to hit you from far away. Win this fight, and you'll be a free monster thing out there with all the other monster things. And he kind of steps back with his prehensile tongue, and then he opens the cage with his tongue,
Ugh.
and he lets you out. And you, do you have any questions about the opponent?
No, I'm just gonna get up and walk right past him.
Cool. Yeah, you grab your axe from the rack of weapons that is given to all of the gladiators who fight in the fighting pits. And you step out. The doorway opens. It kind of the door is raised slowly, revealing the bright, multicolored artificial lights that shine into the fighting pits. And across, I will say that Timothy and Zach, you see from your spot at the dinner table with Conshuzen, you see this enormous. How tall? How tall? You're 8 feet tall, right?
I think my size increased when I died.
Oh, that's right. You're. How tall? How tall is Timothy, Jeffney?
I think he's around 7 feet.
Okay, so he's big, even for a. I mean, and you've never seen anything. Neither of you have seen anything like this.
Mhm.
There's no bull men here.
Right.
And so yeah, you see this creature step out. Do you want to describe how you look now, Milad?
Yeah. Let me just pull up that image just so I can.
Sure.
That one that you sent me.
This music, kind of good.
All right.
I'm digging it.
I agree.
So I'm still a Minotaur, but now I'm even more bestial. My horns have turned more into antlers. They're they're more spread out. I have some. I think what's it called? It's basically like a bone sticking out from here.
Like tusks.
Yeah, basically kind of like tusks, but they're not my teeth. I'm a lot. My eyes are dark now. I'm a bit more bestial. And I'm bigger. I'm a bit bigger now. Here, I'll just show the image too.
It's a good idea.
Yeah. It's essentially that.
Ooh.
Or close to that, yeah.
I see.
Oh my. All right, and yes, you see this enormous kind of purplish creature, horn sticking out, kind of jagged, angry teeth step out into the light. The crowd goes nuts. Great, in all languages. You can. It's all different accents and vocal styles. Some of the creatures don't have true vocal cords, so it's more of a click. But you can. It's all in unison, and this pit of 10,000-20,000 people is just shaking with the cheers of this victorious fighter. On the opposite side of the ring, actually, we'll bring us onto the ring. You're going to be on this side. On the opposite side of the ring stands a very proud-looking, kind of ant-looking man, kind of green, like prismal eyes, orangish exoskeleton, and wielding a small weapon in its hand that kind of looks like a boomerang, but with 3 sides.
Oh, those actually
this-
exist.
Do I know?
Yeah.
Humans, or but yeah. Do you want to make me, Timothy? Do you want to make me an insight check?
Sure. Insight.
Yes, please.
There it is. 10.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to make out too much emotion from this ant, but your client leans over to you. The Kanchuzen leans over, and using his you have a speaking stone on you, so you're able to understand his speech. Says that Thrykeen is gonna get chopped in half. Just you watch. The Master of Games, who is another well-known mind flayer, who you might recognize as a Valzun, steps out, and as is tradition, the Thrykeen salutes the Master of Games. I'll put the name of that one in there too. Come on now. The Thrykeen salutes, and then takes a ready position. Crete, what are you doing?
I'm just gonna kind of like loosely hold my axe to my side, ready to fight.
Okay.
Like, I'm just barely going with the flow.
And with that, the Mind Flayer Valzun he has like a little gavel that signals the beginning of the fight, and he slams it down, and the pillars around you just light up in flames. And the water here just starts churning. You know from experience that there are these wicked little creatures in there that can just tear flesh from bone.
Before the full-on battle starts, can Crete hear me?
He might, I mean, it's very loud because everyone's like cheering and chanting, but you're not super far from the ring. You have pretty decent seats.
Okay.
So
I'm just gonna loudly trumpet a song with my trunk
okay.
over to him and give him a bardic inspiration.
Hey, let's go.
Hey,
All right.
thank you.
So let's actually, before we do that, can we have you describe your character, Timothy?
Sure. Yeah, so I'm wearing like a long kind of kind of American Revolution era long coat type thing.
Okay.
And like a 3-point hat. And I have my trunk has like a trumpet ornament that basically serves as a bugle.
Okay.
Sort of attached onto it. I'm carrying a lute, and my tusks kind of have some like gold ornate shaving bits and pieces, sort of like a gold tooth for a loxodon. And I am an elephant person. Yes, by the way. To answer any questions that may have been coming up.
All right. Yeah. So you are able to hear over the din of the crowd, like a. And can you put the bardic inspiration thing in the chat just so we have it?
Yeah.
Sure.
Because I just want to make sure I know what I haven't actually had. Actually, we did have a bard, but I don't remember how it
Will
works.
be D6.
So you get to add a D6 to what? Ability check, attack roll, or saving
ability
throw?
check, attack roll, or saving throw, and also with this, you have the mode of potential.
So-
So when the creature uses bardic inspiration, so when you use this die, you have an effect that you get based on what you do. If you use an ability check, you can roll it again and choose the result. If you roll an attack roll, you can do any additional damage to anyone within 5 feet of you.
And then saving throw, you get
And then
to
saving throw,
10 hit points. Wow.
you get 10 hit points. Yep.
So yeah, those are all good.
Mhm.
Okay, so do you have the dueling rules open, Milad?
I do have them open.
Okay. So yeah, we'll start with. I'm gonna have. So I'll say that, just for the sake of this explanation, you guys are gonna kind of stare each other down. The fight has officially begun with the smack of the gavel and the lighting
Right.
of the flames. And I am going to do my thing. So these are my custom dueling rules, because D&D is not very good for one-on-one combat, because it would be really boring, especially between two marshals.
Yep.
Oh, I hit him. Oh, I hit him too. Oh, I hit him again. Okay. So yes, we are using these dueling rules. And so at the beginning of combat, we are going to square off.
Yes.
And so, round one, I'm going to type in. What I'm gonna have you do is type in the Roll20 chat
Yeah.
what you're going to do, draw or analyze, and then on 3 we're gonna both enter at the same time,
Oh,
and that's how we're gonna. So and then we're gonna do that for each round. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I have mine typed.
I have mine typed
ready?
too. Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Okay.
Ooh,
He
right off
like
the bat.
look. You can see he looks through his little eyes at you, and you just you have your turn now. So yeah, what are you doing?
Okay. So actually, I
Oh,
should.
actually, roll initiative first.
Yeah.
Actually, it doesn't matter. I'll just have you. Actually, let's roll initiative.
Yeah.
And you have advantage on this roll as well. So you roll. Ooh, wow, that's a really good roll actually. He doesn't actually have that good of initiative, but you have advantage on your 18.
Okay. Mm,
Do I
You
do
have
it?
advantage. You have one more.
Oh, okay.
You can roll again.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Just 18.
So yeah, you do go second.
Okay.
But
Also, we didn't level up, correct? We're still.
are you level 4 or level 3?
Level 3.
Okay, you should be level 4.
Okay.
Well, why don't we do that real quick? Because that
Alright.
gives you a feat or a ability score improvement. Both. Well, actually, you could cap your strength and your con by just taking 1 point in both.
All right.
Jesus,
I'm gonna
what a
level up
monster.
real quick.
all right.
Real
While
quick,
he's
yeah.
doing that,
Alright,
let's thank another one of our
Is it this one?
sponsors, of course.
is it this one?
This stream
It is this one, okay.
is brought to you by that feeling when you're writing with a pen and you're in the
7,
middle of a
okay.
word and
Roll.
then the ink runs out.
Cool.
I'm going to go to the bathroom while you level up. I'll be right back.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
The best
Uh,
description for that is pain.
Yeah. Literally the worst feeling on earth. If you wish to simulate that feeling, get some cheap pens and then sort of just dip them in water
Is my
and just kind of run the pen around in water with some circles and then leave it for a bit and come back.
score increase?
Guaranteed you'll get that feeling. So, quick
Okay.
shout out to that sponsor. Do you have a question, Milan?
I don't remember my charisma being 5. I'm just trying to remember if we had something that decreased it or if I was stupid and forgot.
I think that's right. Maybe.
It might be right. I know it was definitely in the negatives.
Yeah,
So-
we can look through the stream again after this.
Yeah. That's really the only feat I wanted.
Are you taking a feat when you could 20 out both?
That's true, but I like having to. Yeah, fuck it. We'll.
I mean, it's your
max
call.
it.
But...
Yeah, no, it's better. Strength and con. Yeah, let's do that.
Oh, did I take a feat as Timothy? I don't think I did.
This duel is brought to you by the new Mortal Kombat film.
Don't watch it.
Oh no, I thought it was fun.
What, really?
Look
I
up,
actually
I heard
thought
it was terrible.
Look up the fight scenes on YouTube.
And then you don't need to watch the rest of the movie. Yeah, that's
And then you
fair.
don't need to watch
Fair
it.
enough. Fair enough.
I heard that this story is absolutely terrible.
It's bad.
It's really bad. It's really bad.
It's really bad.
Thank you for
Alright.
sponsoring this stream, though.
Yeah, I liked when spoilers for the Mortal Kombat movie. I liked when Scorpion just comes back at the end, and the explanation is, Sub-Zero, I've escaped from hell to kill you. And
Oh
that's all you
yeah.
get. That's the whole.
It's. I mean, you get to. Yeah.
Oh, Wilson, do you remember if my charisma was only 5?
I'm pretty sure it was very low. I thought it was 6.
I was definitely low. I don't remember if it was -3 low.
I think it was 6.
6?
I don't think it was -3. I think it was just -2.
Okay. I'll set it as that. But yeah, I leveled up. My strength and con is maxed out.
Very cool.
Alright.
This man's about to disappear. Oh no.
I'm gonna crack my knuckles and then his bones are gonna disappear.
He does get to act first, though.
Yeah.
He is going to use his dueling action to take the defend posture and gain +2 bonus to his AC. So yeah, he enters like a defensive posture, and he is going to make an attack. He's gonna take his little boomerang device, and he's gonna throw it at you. And not.
Nah.
It is going to whir right past you and then back into his hand. And he is going to back up to the edge of the ring.
Okay.
And yeah, that's his turn.
Alright, dueling actions. In addition to any actions a duelist might take during combat, each duelist can take 1 dueling action on their turn. Okay.
And then you also get 5 bonus damage if you hit with an attack on this turn.
Okay. Well, everything else is the same about combat, though. Like, I
Yep,
still have...
everything else is the same.
Got it. So I have 30 feet of movement. I'm going to get... I want to get closer, but I'm going to, walk.
Okay.
Because I don't care. So I'm going to come right here to the middle.
DBZ Broly, like...
yeah. Just breaking the ground.
The crowd is like booing this little Thrykeen, like... I don't like a man.
I don't have my javelin. I just have my axe, correct?
You just have your axe, correct?
Okay, so then since I can attack, I'll just do the dash action. Get closer.
Okay.
Okay, like here.
Okay. Oh, you can't reach him even with all that. Oh wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm just barely out of reach. As a dueling action, I will defend then.
Okay.
Gain
And you
2.
get a +2 bonus to your AC. Cool.
Yeah, and then is that it? Is there anything
I think
else?
that's all you. Do you have a bonus? Do you want to rage?
Yeah, I'll rage.
How do you rage? How does it look when you rage?
So real quick, since I'm level 4, is my rage 4 now in total, or is it 3?
Yeah, if it says
Update.
it should automatically update, but I don't know
Yeah.
for sure.
It's just
Like rages per day,
yeah.
I think it goes up, but I don't know for sure.
Rage less.
Well, it starts at 2, right? So it should be 3, I think. No.
Okay.
Yeah, level 4. No, you should still have 3, and then your damage is +2, according to the
Okay.
PhD.
Okay. So yeah, I'll rage, and how that's gonna look is my horns are gonna kind of light up, like the cracks in my horns, like you can see a light emanating from them. And then the more redder parts of my fur are also gonna turn like more neon. So it just,
do your thing. Don't you have the thing?
wild
D8?
Yeah, my wild magic. Yeah.
Yeah, what's
do
the wild
that.
magic do?
All right.
This is in space too.
All right. It is a
7.
7. Let me put the
Oh, boy.
wild magic in, or wild surge. 7. Flowers and vines temporarily grow around you until your rage ends. The ground within 15 feet of you is difficult terrain for your enemies.
Nice.
Okay. I'm gonna put a little thing around you.
That's meh.
I mean, he can't run from you.
Yeah.
He can run worse from you. So yeah, he's actually in difficult terrain now.
Perfect.
So yeah. The crowd goes nuts. They've seen you do this kind of thing before. They've seen your like fur like light up like this, and they're like, Timothy, you can see the mind flayer next to you like licking his the mind flayer equivalent of like licking his lips, which is like his tentacles are like churning, like kind of rubbing together in like a weird
Like in
way.
Rick and Morty.
Sure.
I'm playing the John Cena theme at this point.
All right. Yeah, it is now the Thrycrean's turn, and he is going to step up to you. Gonna like realize that he's got no way out of this.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gonna make a bite attack and
Nope.
then a claw attack, both of which are
Nope.
gonna miss, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he steps up and you just kind of like parry both of his attacks.
I like use a hand to just like
And as his dueling action, he is going to try and trip you, and that is a athletics check against your AC,
which is
and
19.
that fails. Yeah, 19. Jesus Christ.
Because I'm
Oh
also
my
defending.
God.
I'm
yeah,
defending.
he like sticks out like one of his own like multiple legs to try and knock you over, but you just kind of like stand firm. It'd be like a person kicking a tree to try and knock it over.
Right.
And now Crete, he's right next to you.
I am going to fuck him up. I'm going to, as a dueling action, I'm gonna feint. I'm gonna
Okay.
try feint. Make a deception check against the target's passive insight. On a success, the target's AC is reduced by their dexterity bonus until the end of their next turn.
Okay. You have to beat 11.
I have to beat 11. Okay. My deception is not good though.
Okay.
We'll see. Well, let me set that.
Yeah, no, that fails.
Eee. Oh,
Not
well.
quite.
Oh,
You
well.
like very obviously are like, oh, I'm gonna get you.
I'm still like very slow and tired, so I'm just like very slowly lifting up my arm. Oh well, I guess. Oh shucks, I guess I'll just have to hit him.
Oh baby, here it comes.
You have a bardic inspiration from you.
13. Are you attacking recklessly?
Yeah,
You're an inspiration.
You have a crit. If you
yeah.
attack
I'll,
yeah, you have
I'll,
crit,
I'll
that's
attack
right.
recklessly.
Okay, yeah. So you attack recklessly.
So that hits.
Yeah. Oh, babe. That is 10 damage.
10 damage.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
then.
my.
Oh, I had the berserk feature, by the way. Was that
Jeez, you rolled so poorly on that damage
yeah,
roll.
that,
Wow.
that was very bad. And then
That's a 2 and a 1, and that's like almost a minimum damage is 10. Oh no.
Barbarians, baby.
My
Oh,
encounters
yeah.
are about to. I have to rebalance all of my encounters. Oh no.
and then as a bonus action.
Okay.
Oh, actually, I will move right like here.
Okay.
So I'm still within range. But then as
Okay.
a bonus action, can I do my hammering horns and see if I can push him into the fire or where the
Yeah,
creatures
sure.
are?
It's a what is it? A strength against your
8
thing?
plus proficiency bonus plus your strength modifier,
So it's
which is now
DC
5.
15.
Yeah, 15.
Oh, okay. Oh god, no, he got the nat one.
Yeah.
So yeah, he like you smash into him with your attack, and like you can see from the crowd like his exoskeleton just buckles under the weight of this axe, and then he like deftly steps around and just kind of whacks him with the horns, and he gets launched into this. I'll put him like here, and he is going to take 13 points of fire damage.
Oof.
And then I'm gonna move right here, right in front of the fire so that he
Oh,
knows that
geez.
it's either burning or me. And that's my turn.
All right. Well, he's not out of tricks though. He's almost out of tricks, but he is going to. These poles are about 10 feet tall,
Right.
and you see him like bend down with his legs and just leap up. You are gonna get an opportunity attack against him.
Okay.
Um,
Let me do that now.
make an attack roll, and I think that is wreck. I don't know if reckless works on opportunity attacks, but I think it does. That hits anyways. Yeah, roll damage. Oh
9.
baby, 9 damage. How do you want to do it?
I'm gonna
Jeez.
so you know how like you see a fly on the wall and you got like your fly swatter
Oh
and you just
god.
kind of like with the fly swatter against the wall. I want to do that.
The flat end of your axe.
Yeah,
like-
with the flat end, but like keep them on the fire and basically cook them like a marshmallow.
Oh god, yeah.
Nice.
The crowd go as this bug starts to like leap into the air, and you just kind of, and you can hear even from over the roar of the crowd, you can hear the like. Thrycreen don't really like have vocal cords. They make kind of like a clicking sound with their mouths.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like this quick, rapid like tapping and like writhing until finally it kind of, and also like a sizzling sound until finally the carapace like cracks and there's like a splat as it then like oozes down the pillar. And the lights above the stadium kind of like flash over and over like beep, 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 beep. And the crowd is going nuts and they're like creep, creep. He didn't even use his bardic inspiration. I was like,
I didn't need it. Yeah.
Yeah.
so yeah, this bug is dead.
Squash, bitch.
And you over the speakers you hear this is in it's projected in like all languages, so like or in a lot of languages, like the most common ones, but it's like kind of overlapping.
Right.
And actually, excuse me, it's spoken through tongues, so everyone can understand it. And with that, Crete Isla is the new Freeman of the day. He has earned 10 victories in a row with 0 defeats, and has thusly earned his freedom. Everyone, congratulations to Crete Isla.
I'm still playing the John Cena theme.
Very good. What are you doing, Crete, as the announcer is announcing that you've earned your freedom?
I waited this whole time to make sure that he said that to let go of my axe or to take my axe off the bug.
Okay.
And then I'm just gonna like slowly walk away.
Okay. And yeah, the announcers, as soon as the fight is declared over, the torches turn off, and a couple of who you would all know by now are called thralls. They are a special. They're a race of humanoids, who are kind of like, in general, they're a little bit like softer looking, and they are like a slave race of the mind flayers. They go out and they retrieve the Thrycreen's body and drag it over to the mind flayer who is in charge of the whole thing. And as is ceremony, the loser of the fight, if their brain is intact, their brain is eaten by the mind flayer who owns the place. So he
If
got
their
kind of,
brain is intact.
I
if
cooked
their
it.
brain is intact. So you
I
all
cooked
you,
it for him.
all of the mind flayer and allied races kind of cheer as he kind of, you can see his tentacles kind of like go out like up and around the like corpse of the Thrycreen, and then you can hear the skull kind of crack under the weight of this mind flayer's beak, and then and the crowd is just kind of half the crowd who are like more Gith allied are a little bit disgusted. Some are cheering along with the ceremony. Others seem kind of like ambivalent to the matter.
Okay.
But yes, you are now a free man. We're gonna go to Timothy and Zach, who are
real quick. Can one of you guys just look on stream and see if you can read the stuff in the chat, like the
what
words,
stuff?
like in the
yeah. I can
Yeah,
read
you
it.
can-
like
yeah, it's
battle
clear.
axe
Yeah.
and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so like that you can read.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess it's just my OBS because it looks a little hard to read. Okay.
It was
continue.
a little bit blurry when I clicked over, but it's fine.
Okay.
It's fine now. Yeah, it seemed to load in or something. Yeah.
Yeah. So yes. And the mind flayer who you guys were interacting with earlier, Kanshizen, kind of turns. He's like gleeful. He's like, I just made so much money off that fight. That Thrycreen was way overhyped. I made killing. Now, let's talk business. And he kind of like sips on it's like you recognize it as like a mind flayer alcoholic drink, or like is similar. It's complicated because of anatomy reasons, but and each of you are offered a drink as well by the mind flayers, kind of thralls. They kind of like walk over and hand you some stuff.
My hands go like this and like grab the drink with my trunk.
All right.
In my mouth.
I'm gonna look at you and look at the drink and just grab it.
Alright. Well, as you may know, I am a member of a society that is called the Grey Gourmet. We are a group of powerful individuals who prefer a certain type of cuisine. My preferred type of cuisine are rare and powerful beasts. Can't get enough of the stuff.
Cool. I'm not there. I'm
And-
just.
Yeah, you're not.
Perfectly normal.
I mean, it kind of is. I mean, it's a little
Yeah.
bit weird. It's just a little bit weird for like it's weird even for a mind flayer. But it's mind flayers generally feed primarily on their thralls. That's like their primary food source. In addition to being like a slave race, they kind of it is a little bit weird for a mind flayer to prefer non-thrall food. But yeah, he is. I have heard of a beast called the Kruthix. You know about the Kruthix?
What do I know about the Kruthix?
You would probably think that they're like a legend. But it's not. It would there. So, what you might have actually make a history check for me, to see how much you know about Kruthix. You can both make one.
10.
10, not great. You can make one as well, Samir.
Okay.
1. Oh dear.
One and a half.
Yikes.
Good start. Great first roll of the campaign of the character. So you guys would probably vaguely, I mean, I would say that Timothy, you might vaguely know that there's a story of these like creatures. The description that comes to mind is, where is my thing for them? Imagine a hive of ants the size of horses, but the ants are wearing armor. that's kind of the memory that's like the line that comes to mind about these creatures.
Kruthix. Yes, I know the name. There's a story, nothing more. A fable.
Not a fable. In fact, we have become, my scout ships have become aware of a Kruthic hive that is floated into our space. Kruthics, in reality, live on large asteroids with full of tunnels. They seem to be able to compile asteroids together in some way to form almost planets, like moon and planet-sized colonies for themselves. And also, more interestingly, to be able to launch these launch asteroids with some of them on the asteroid to other places. And I want to eat the Kruthic Lord's brain.
How is it that we weren't already aware of something like this?
It's in our space. It's in Mind Flayer territory. I understand that your crew, Lieutenant, is known to be not only excellent hunters, but also quite slippery. Your captain has a warrant out for hunting in our space. Do you know that?
Yes,
You
I
probably
do.
would. Oh, all
Yeah.
right. Yeah, I guess
We're
you
the we're the best around. Our crew will get anything done.
I'm rubbing my chin with my trunk.
do. Fair enough. He kind of smiles. It's kind of, it's like from your brief interactions with Mind Flayers, you can tell that it's a smile. Yes, I've heard. I have the power to expunge that record from you. And I'm offering a 10,000 gold piece reward upon delivery. Bring that offer to your captain.
It's a very enticing offer, and I believe my captain will accept it. I will go to him now.
Wonderful. Kyle, are you here?
Kyle's not here.
He said he was gonna make it by like 8:15, I think.
Okay.
Be there in a
That's-
couple of minutes.
Okay.
Wow, speak of the devil,
wow.
and he'll be there
Okay, cool.
like a bitch.
9 o'clock Kyle time.
True. Cool.
No, it's
so yeah,
tomorrow.
that's 9 a.m. tomorrow. Yeah, that's Kyle time. All right. So yes. Do you have any questions about this? Maybe directed to my associate here. He is, or they are an expert on some of the bizarre creatures that I seek, including Kruthics. And what you're looking at, as he gestures to his expert, is a creature with kind of like green skin, wearing what looks kind of like a old school diver's helmet, like bronze armor all over. Its face is kind of like, it looks like it's covered in like barnacles, and the skin is green, what you can see. You might know it. Some of you, I'd say probably Zach would know that this is a Krakenoid, which are a race of underwater humanoids who live on the planet called Alsrand 7. And they cannot breathe air, so the suit is filled with water. And he kind of says, offers you assistance. It's kind of like a bubbling like method of speech. Do you have any questions about the crucifix?
If I may, how are we expected to get the leader without, stoking an entire invasion?
Well, our that is a matter of preferably stealth. The creatures don't seem to have very much intelligence, and they have respect for displays of strength. So perhaps a display of sufficient strength would chase them off. We also do have the ability to, should we be tracking these asteroids, to destroy them before they reach any centers of civilization, because they do not have particularly good systems of, they don't have any system of propulsion. They rely on gravitational fields to draw them into a planet and awake the Kruthix from their hibernative state.
Passive strength, huh? I think we can manage that.
Also, perhaps a stealthier approach might prevent you from being linked with our cause. That is why we hired a Gith ship as opposed to sending one of our own.
Right. If we're caught, you disavow everything. Standard procedure.
Of course.
Yes.
And only the Lord Kruthix seem to be capable of even rudimentary speech. So, a diplomatic nightmare does not seem to be in the cards for us. Even should you be caught. You would probably be eaten if you are caught, though. So, and he kind of like, you can see he kind of like lifts a something from a like a it looks like a like some kind of mollusk from a plate, and like inserts it through a little hole in his suit, and it kind of sucks in, and he like slurps it up like a noodle, eaten right up. You can like he makes kind of like a weird crooked smile.
All right. Well, I think after that fascinating display, it's time for us to speak to the captain, wouldn't you say, Zach?
Yeah, the captain will really want to hear this.
All right. I'm gonna pan back to Crete now. Crete, you've been given. You've been given. I'll say what you have. Let me see. So basically, you're getting an explorer's pack, which I will list what's in it.
Okay.
In addition,
you told me to get rid of everything, correct?
yes.
Okay.
But you are getting an explorer's pack back. And you can actually just if you just look up Explorer's Pack, you can just drag everything that's in there into your thing. Yeah. In addition, you are going to get 50 gold pieces to get started.
Okay.
And you may keep your axe as well.
Just my axe, so not even my javelin and my hand axe and stuff like that?
If you would like to visit a market and purchase some.
Okay, so
you are currently just with your axe, yes.
Okay. I deleted everything else.
Okay.
Woo-hoo.
And then Explorer's Pack, and you can. I'll say that I don't remember how much a hand axe is, but I can check.
Okay, the Explorer's Pack. It doesn't say what was in the Explorer's Pack. It just said that.
Just open it. Hand axes are 5 gold. and javelins are 5 silver. So
I'll-
you could get 2 for a gold.
I'll just stick with my normal
Battle axe?
Yeah, I'll just stick with my normal one for now.
Or great axe, excuse me, not battle axe.
My great axe, yeah.
Mhm. Cool.
Backpack, bedroll, mess kit, tinderbox, torch.
Cool.
Skin, hempen rope. Okay, yeah. I'll just look at that.
Cool.
Yeah. So the 50 gold and then the explorer's pack. That's it.
Yeah, and then everything that's in that explorer's pack. I'm gonna actually
Okay.
drag us here because it's cool.
Perfect.
Wonderful. And so yeah, where are you heading to? Do you have any idea where you're gonna go, or?
Well, do I remember what happened to me before I came here? Like,
I'll say that you remember like the last thing you remember is like reality bending itself into like reality tearing itself apart in
Right.
that little demi-plane, and then you woke up in the cell.
okay. I'm just gonna kind of wander. I'm gonna. Is there a port nearby, or like a bar? Actually, is there a bar?
Yeah, sure. There's actually a bar like right outside, like right next to the fighting pits.
Okay, I think I'm gonna go there first and like ask around for information.
Mm-hmm. And as you walk in, you are going to run. As you kind of sit down, you grab like a drink, whatever. There seems to be some kind of drink that is kind of similar to like an ale,
Yeah.
although you're certain that it's made from different ingredients. And you're gonna run into kind of a you recognize what a gith is. You've killed several of them in your time in the fighting rings. Kind of a slender, like almost awkwardly slender humanoid creature, shaved head, as all of them are, yellow skin, kind of long pointed features. You might call them an elf if their skin wasn't it's like if you took an elf and like stretched them a little bit more. And yeah, you run into a kind of feminine looking gith who introduces themselves as Isar, and they're talking about how you kind of hear from them talking to a different creature who you might know as a Quaggoth, about how their crew is running a little bit like low. They suffered some like casualties in a fight with a mind flayer ship, and they're looking to fill out their crew, but no one is like out here. No one's like strong enough to do a lot of the work that the Gith do.
Oh hey, look who came.
Hello there.
Kyle, you ready to jump right now into roleplay?
Hello there.
Hold on. There's some very loud music going on.
You can turn down the rhythm
it got
bar.
you
Rhythm
too,
bar is
I
like
see.
way too loud.
Yeah,
Kyle, you ready to jump into roleplaying right now?
ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah,
Kyle
let's talk about
Richardson,
Fashionably late.
fashionably late. Yeah.
Where's this music?
Religiously late. Actually, you were breaking the fast, right?
What?
Were you breaking? Is that still going on, Ramadan?
You're talking to me, I can't hear you.
Turn down the rhythm bot.
You just
Oh, there's a bot.
yeah.
Yeah,
What's
so
up,
you
guys?
good? Can you hear now?
I can hear now.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Kyle Richardson.
All right. Are you
That's it. That's all you get.
are you ready to jump into role playing right now, Kyle?
Sure.
Okay. So yeah, as you see oh god, dog.
I know. I was saying hi to my boy Geralt.
So it
Yep.
took me a while to get the stretched elf. Yeah, I haven't used Photoshop in a bit.
Oh, no. So yeah, you see
That's fine.
a human, or you're an elf, an unstretched gith. kind of wearing a similar outfit to the Gith, kind of like plain brown clothes, with a like with a scar like across his face. And as he turns, you see kind of a slightly older, and a little bit more like with like almost the shadow of a beard, Hen talking to this Gith.
Henry,
yes.
Becky? Are we talking about
No.
me? I don't know any.
it's been 2 weeks since I've had to hear this bullshit, and I don't know if I'm ready to hear it again.
My name. I don't know.
So I see this person, and because they look familiar, I'm gonna use my what's it called? My magic awareness. Yeah,
Okay.
magic awareness, and see like if this is Hen, because then I should be able to recognize his like magic pattern or whatever it was, right?
Well, he had a spell book.
Ooh.
You see that there is a spell book on his person. It is a different spell book than the one that you remember. And I'm gonna give you, these are the I sent you the spells, Kyle, that are in your book. Wow, that did not format. Very cool.
Oh.
There we go.
Received.
So those are the spells that are in those are the spells that you can add in addition to the spells that you have right now.
Also, we're level 4.
Yeah, I don't know if you leveled up.
I did not level up.
Very
Should I
cool.
level up? No.
Do it after this this scene here. We'll go back. So yeah, you recognize that they are illusion spells.
Mark one off my magic awareness.
Mhm.
But like, is there anything like I noticed that seems familiar from the magic awareness on him specifically?
On him specifically, I would say that you probably would recognize that there are some elements of, like, on both of them and on several of the like sailors in this bar, like who you'd recognize as like solar sailors at this bar. There's like lingering. Let me find the spell. I think it's. I just need to check what the spell is. Is that really what that is? Evocation. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, lingering like evocation magic. On pretty much all of the sailors in this bar. But yeah, on Henry you do see like a illusion spell book. But it seems a little bit different than the spell book that you remember on him. Okay.
Do I know how much time has theoretically passed since I like woke up in the cell?
I mean, your estimate is that you'd been fighting for about 8 months. So
Okay.
yeah, you'd been like, you were like put through the ringer in training for a little bit, and then you were doing about 2 fights a month until this fight was your last one.
Okay. It's been about 8 months. So he would still be like a 16-year-old.
Yeah.
So I think
It's not necessarily that his like he like physically seems older, but like his air seems a little bit older.
like
he's
more
he's
experienced.
more experienced. Yeah, that's probably a better word.
Okay. I'm going to approach him.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk up to him.
All right, Henry, you're talking. So, Henry, over the past 8 months, approximately, you've become a valued member of the crew of the RLS Legacy, which is a Solar Sailor Gith ship, who the Gith, they are a race of humanoid humanoids.
I posted a picture.
They're a long elf. So yeah, they're kind of a yeah. I'll give you a little bit more background on them as we come to it. But you just need to.
That's what every single one of them looks like. Just imagine that in your head.
Long, yeah. Yeah, all you really need to know about them is that you have your captain is Tras Kesselanth, first mate Vris Amulun, and then you are with your navigator. And I will.
Am I also long now because of like gravitational pull or bullshit?
I'll give you. Here is the.
Gets noodled for like 3 seconds. Now I'm long.
Okay.
I call it spaghettification or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Dies
noodling.
once is long.
That's his religion. Is long.
It's
That's why he was late because of Islam.
Jesus, that's the worst one we've ever had.
Wow, that's so good.
Islam.
After you said in real life.
Cool. So yeah, you would know your captain, you'd know your first mate, and you'd know your navigator, and you would also know Lieutenant Zach, who is Samir's character.
He spells Zach.
Z-A-K.
Z-A-K.
That is XAK.
Oh, excuse me, X-A-K.
Oh, X-A-K.
And he is also a member of the crew. You're currently with your navigator. Yeah, you've been serving on this ship for about 8 months now, and you've kind of worked your way up from like basically a linesman to almost a crew lead. You're a fairly well-respected member of the crew as of now. And yeah, you see a Minotaur walk over to you.
Do I recognize him?
I mean, you recognize a Minotaur. You haven't seen any other Minotaurs in your travels in the last 8 months.
He looks different though, doesn't he?
He does look different. He kind of has more of like a he looks a lot more bestial.
Yeah.
You might recognize him actually from some of the one of the posters that is on the wall of the bar that was showing like a betting pool. And it now has Crete Isla at the top of the betting pool as the champion of the fighting rings of the fights.
Like a minnow moose now.
You.
A minnow moose.
Moose.
You can't drink that.
Wait,
His horns are
you're
like
saying
antlers.
Moose is in the house?
What?
Oh wait, no. Has anyone here seen The Fanatic, starring John Travolta?
No.
Okay.
No.
I have
Great
seen
movie,
it.
you should watch it.
John Travolta. I have seen it.
Yeah, remember that one scene where Moose is in the house?
No.
What
But
the
you've never
hell?
seen
I'm
it.
gonna say that.
I didn't say I wanted to
That's your
remember.
purpose, right?
I didn't say I wanted to remember.
I like how your video keeps freezing up when you start talking about the Fanatic and John Travolta.
Yeah, perfectly fine until that point.
Yeah.
Moving on
Move it on, yeah.
as quickly as possible.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, what do you say when you see this Minotaur walk up to you?
Just that. I'm gonna say, "Whoa, Moose is in the house."
I'm gonna immediately chop him in half.
Wait. So how Moose like does he look?
I posted the image in the Ballads chat. It's essentially that.
Yeah.
Moose man.
Moose.
Except instead of whatever that weapon is, it's a great axe.
Mm-hmm.
Moose is definitely in the house.
Is that a cape behind him, by the way?
No.
That white thing?
No, I think it's just texture.
Background.
Background.
It looks like
texture.
Can I
If you look at it closely, it looks like the profile of Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, kind of does.
Wait.
Hmm.
Interesting.
Or,
The background. Okay, yeah.
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 I was like,
Not
the big
Not
fucking
the moose.
beast. For
I'm
flavor,
actually
can
in
I
the
say?
original Arthur Conan Doyle text? Sherlock Holmes is a
No.
giant moose man. So,
That's true. That was cut in post.
yeah.
For flavor, can I say I do have a cape on though?
Sure. As part of your championship, instead of a belt, they give you a cape.
Yeah.
Or like shredded it off like the skin of an animal or something.
Oh wait, I already have a cape. Never mind.
Oh yeah, that's metal. I like it.
I like that.
Like cleaning a rabbit in Red Dead, where they just pull it off in one piece.
One Piece. Sorry.
Okay. So yeah, what do you mooses in the house?
Is that what you actually say to me?
Yes.
Okay. There's only one fool I know who would say something like that. Would your name happen to be Henry Thoreau?
No. My name is actually Spanky Thoreau.
Then it is you, Henry.
Creed,
You-
my man.
The navigator Isar turns to you and they say, you know Crete Isla, the champion?
Oh yeah, we go way back. He's I'm basically his dad.
I am significantly older than you. At least
Well,
by
yeah.
2 times. And I've had to watch over you more.
That's not what your mother said.
Very father-like of you to say.
How do you know Spanky, champion?
Before we entered this realm, we were together as a part of a party. A party of 4, sometimes 5. But we all met our end towards the end, together. I totally forgot where I was going with that.
I get like a brief synopsis of everything I know.
So yeah, you've
Nice
spent the last 8
PC,
months
I know,
in this
right?
kind of plane as a
What's up, Arya?
working. Your ship is you hunt astral dreadnoughts, which are basically like giant, angry space whales with claws. And their parts are very valuable. So it's a very dangerous and very lucrative business. Your captain is wanted by the Mind Flayers for illegally hunting them in Mind Flayer territory. And so you would, I mean, there's a lot. We'll talk a little bit more as it comes up. But you're currently in the hub, which is a central like trade port with a fairly high population compared to the other planets. There's a couple of worlds that you probably would have visited that will come up throughout the sessions. And yeah, you would probably know that the reason why you had arrived here is because the Mind Flayer Kanchuzen who is a like fairly wealthy Mind Flayer but eccentric Mind Flayer, had offered a job for your ship, but you wouldn't know much more than that.
Okay.
Yeah. And do I think I died and went to purgatory or something?
That's up to you.
Okay, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna think that. Oh shit! I didn't
we-
expect to see you here.
Yes. I don't know if the others have come. You're the first I've seen it within these past 8 months.
Ditto. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll assume.
Ditto.
There may be a chance that Caraway and Petra have also followed suit. but I know very little of this world due to being, well, a slave, essentially.
Slave.
Yes, when I arrived here, I woke up in the cell of that Colosseum. I only recently gained my freedom in combat.
Good for you for doing that for yourself. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
As you guys are talking, a little kind of a this is a race called the Vampirans, and they have kind of like bat-like faces, and like webbed wings. They kind of look like they're like man-bat kind of, and a little one, probably about 3 feet tall, probably a child, comes over and asks for your autograph, Crete. Like, excuse me, sir, can I have an autograph?
Sure, young one. I'm gonna assume the thing he's getting me to write is too small for my hands.
Oh, it's you would crush it. There's no way.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna...
What if I write the autograph for you?
No.
Sure.
You just taint it.
Okay.
It has to
Try
come
it.
from me. So what I'll do is I will
It's like trying to write with a thumbtack, basically. That's
Yeah.
what.
I'll... Oh, what I'll do is I'll take like a knife. I'm gonna prick my finger and essentially use that to write.
With a thumbtack, that's doable.
Yeah, but it's like awkward.
Yeah, I'm gonna
He's like-
write it in blood.
You can see so basically he's got like a little autograph book that seems to be like collectible, with like various different gladiators who you knew who they were from the fighting pits.
Right.
Some of them are like as he like goes through like flipping through the book, you see some of them are like crossed out, and those are the ones that you know were killed. And as he sees you prick your finger, he is so happy that you like signed in blood. He's like, "This is the coolest thing I've ever seen." And he's like, "Thanks,
know.
mister." Oh, and he runs over, and there's like a small group of like various aliens, kind of like gathered outside of the bar, and they like flip out when when he comes back and shows them the blood autograph.
Yo!
And as he runs out, actually, you see a Loxodon and another Gith enter. You might recognize the Loxodon as someone who was sitting off to the side of the ring. Loxodons aren't super common in the hub. They mostly live on their homeworld of Apollyon. So you'd probably like, it would be like weird to see 2 Loxodons in one day. And yeah,
Well. If it isn't the champion. You know, I tried to give you some help, but I didn't know you needed it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I usually don't pay attention to the crowd.
Understandable. I see you've met Spanky here.
That's not his name.
That's fine.
That's what he told us when he came here.
That is an immense lie.
That's not a lie.
I don't understand why would he lie about his own name? I mean, well, if a man lies about his own name, that's his own business, as far as I'm concerned.
Exactly. Thank you. Thank you so much.
So you agree you were lying about your name?
You have no context
No.
for why Spanky is a weird name.
Yeah, it's a perfectly normal name. I know at least 4 Spankies.
Fine, yeah,
It's a very common name on Apollyon, yeah.
Yes.
That's going in the canon, by the way.
My grandfather was named Spanky.
Spanky Q Barnum.
His middle name wasn't Q also, but yes.
But that
Oh,
was his legal
Oh.
name. That's not his
Oh.
legal name.
Old Spanky Barnum.
Old Spanky Barnum.
The great man. The finest salsa dancer in all of Apollyon.
What?
They have salsa dancing
That's
here.
fucking world building right there.
I
I love the picture of a salsa dancing Loxodon, by the way. That's fucking hilarious.
Yes, I come from a long line of dancers. Actually, those. Well, we don't need to get into this right now. Say,
Oh, please.
since you're here already, I had a bit of a proposal for you. I'm assuming you don't have a vessel already. What do they give you? 100 gold pieces when you win these things? 50.
I got 50.
Criminal, as far as I'm concerned. I'm gonna like put my trunk around his shoulders.
Wait, how tall are you?
Right, sorry, what are
He's
you?
like
7
7 feet tall, yeah.
Okay,
so
I'm
he's
like
like,
8.
it'd be like short, but not that short.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm an elephant person.
Right.
If we didn't catch that, yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
so you're like an elephant for a head. Or not an
Yeah,
elephant.
so it's sort of like
An entire elephant. Yeah.
Sort of like an elephant-esque body, except I have like opposable thumbs.
Right.
And then an elephant, like a fully elephant head. Humanoid elephant-esque
So
body.
you just wrapped your nose around him.
Just sort of like on, just like
It's
put it on his
prehensile.
shoulder. It's not just the nose. You know, an elephant. It's sort of a
Yeah.
nose arm hybrid.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, I'm like
I'll
put my
roll.
nose because I'm assuming I don't like very long arms and they're kind of awkward, so I don't reach. So I just use my whenever anything's taller than me. By default, I use my trunk.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put my trunk on his shoulder. Like, we need a I suppose an intimidation factor on the ship for a certain task that we're undertaking. Any interest? Afterwards, we'd be able to drop you off wherever you wished.
Yeah. Or we could go find our lost friends. who are
Don't know
false
what that
stone.
means, but sure, whatever.
That was my hope. Funny enough, my intimidation is kind of bad. But
I would let you use strength for intimidation
strength for
most of the
instead, yeah.
time.
Nice.
Just depending on what you're doing to intimidate them. As long as you describe it in a strength
If I-
way, I'll allow you to
if
use
I
strength.
flex my giant throbbing moose cock, will that count as a strength intimidation?
Clip that. Clip that. Clip that.
Put the timestamps
Go to
down,
the
somebody.
highlights.
Jesus Christ. What the fuck?
I also have a trunk.
I don't understand how people say that. but I
I'm going home. Mom, pick me up. I'm scared.
Somebody put the timestamp down.
Somebody put the. My brain. Oh
Oh.
god. I hate it here.
Welcome back, everyone.
Welcome back to Ballads of a Lost Empire.
Back in full force.
Well, since I have finally been reunited with one of my companions, I think it's best not to lose him again. So,
Hey, Milad, your voice sounds a little scratchy.
That's
Call for a hydrate.
yeah.
you know what? I'm just gonna kill myself. But I accept your offer. I will join your crew. For now,
Excellent.
at least.
Excellent news. I'll inform the captain that we have another member with extreme dietary needs.
Hell yeah.
I
Pretty
am a
spanky
chef.
back at it again.
I will regret this.
Believe me, it'll all go perfectly fine. Helen. Where is the captain? Zach, I think perhaps you should let him know about the deal.
Yes, I will go to the ship and let him know right now.
Yep. So yeah, you're The ship would be in port. There is the spaceport is kind of on the outer skirts of town. Obviously they don't want the ships to be landing in like the middle of all the like houses and shops and everything that's been built up here.
Mhm.
And it's kind of like a rougher area. It's like the docks of any place. But a person is a fairly rough crew as the Legacy has garners a little bit of respect. And so, are you guys all going together, or are you guys staying behind still? Some of you.
I think it would just be Zach first.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, Zach heads off to see the captain. They are. You can hear them before you see them. This kind of Captain Kesselanth has a like loud, commanding voice that you've come to like. You've gone through waves of loving it and hating it in your time spent on this crew. And as you like make your way to the ship itself, the Legacy, it's a pretty standard like whaling vessel, kind of sleek, long, with solar sails on 2 masts that are side by side, out like kind of a V shape. You also have you can also see the crew maintaining your 2 antimatter cannons, one at the front and one at the back of the ship. And the captain, they're yelling down at some of the crewmates. Put your back into it! I've seen my 80-year-old grandparent can take care of this better than you. And as you walk up, like, Zach, just the gith I wanted to see. How did the negotiations go?
Sorry, I'm distracted right now. They posted a final grade for one of my classes, and it's not right.
Very cool.
Purge them.
Yes.
I think you pay 30 grand a year for correct grades.
I think... Jesus
Can't
Christ.
even expect them to teach me this stuff. I have to teach everything on my own. Well, we have made the deal, and the crew that we are going to embark with is okay with it if you are okay with it. We were told all of our debts would be expunged and a great
Oh, we lost.
reward would be given to us.
Okay.
Oh, am I cutting out?
No, you're good.
We got
froze
this.
for
We
a
got it.
second. You're good.
I'm
Okay.
You made the deal without me?
No, it's just waiting for your approval, sir.
Ah, yes.
Um,
It would be captain.
Captain.
The Gith don't have gender.
Oh.
And so they kind of nod. Well then, I approve. You said how much was the reward?
It is insert amount of gold coins.
10,000. 10,000.
10,000.
10,000 gold. When their eyes kind of like light up, like, could buy myself some new antimatter cannons with that. What's the job?
We are hunting. What's the name of the beast again?
Kruthic Lord.
Kruthic Lord.
You're a terrible lieutenant. You send him to do. This is why I sent Timothy along with you, because you have the memory of a Quaggoth who is drunk too much snow. That is the simple truth.
True. I know exactly what that means.
yeah, as do I.
I'm sorry, what?
Exactly. You're not even there. I think you said our crew. Did you get some new hires while you were down there?
Yes, I did, including one of the champions of the ring.
Oh, a little bit of muscle. We've been lacking that.
Yes.
I'm
Do you
more
think?
than just
Do
muscle.
you
Well,
think they
thanks.
could jump across and cut a astral dreadnought in half with an axe or something?
I think they could do it with one hand.
Hmm.
I-
Well, bring him here. Send message. Send message to our friend that I have accepted his offer.
I will.
Cool.
So I'm gonna head back to the rest and tell
Cool.
them the captain's on board.
I'll say we're on like the main deck, and I'm just singing a sea shanty.
Okay. And the weathermen go
Be
to...
all right if the winds in ourselves would be
we're
all
a
Wouldn't
little
it be
late with the
a
trend.
space? Wouldn't it be a space shanty?
a space shanty.
Yeah,
Space.
space- an astral sea shanty.
Dun,
Would
dun,
be
dun, 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 dun.
The
The winds in ourselves
Treasure
would
Planet
be
Yeah,
theme.
it's just a Treasure Planet soundtrack.
I'm still here. It's the Foo Fighters are like jamming out in the dock. Ah!
There's one guy with that like hover skateboard and
David Grohl, like not space David Grohl, just actual David Grohl is like
Space David Grohl.
Space David Grohl. That's my new name.
David Grohl? Is that different from Dave Grohl? Or you're just saying his full name?
It's just full name.
Oh, I guess
Never
people
heard anyone
call
say
it. I
that.
don't know why. Space Dave Grohl.
Dave Grohl.
Dave Grohl. Spave. Spave Grohl?
Dave Grohl.
Space Dave Grohl.
Dave Grohl.
Sproul.
Grohl.
Before we go on, just an update. Everyone kept spamming the professors, and they took down the grades, so they're fixing
Space.
something.
Ha!
They messed
Get
it up.
shit on.
Then let that be a lesson, kids.
Yes.
Bully your teachers.
Exactly. They'll give you what you want.
Bully your teachers.
Or
Yeah.
just don't go to college.
There's
Oh,
that
look.
too.
The Bolshevik Revolution was just large-scale bullying, if you think about it. So
I think every revolution is
For
just.
most revolutions.
Yeah.
at some point,
It's the
Bullying
nerds
doesn't work.
sticking up for
at
themselves.
some scale, bullying does
Yeah.
start to work.
That's
Yeah.
true. Honestly, if you look at nonviolent resistance, it's just people being really annoying.
Yeah.
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 You're just like, no, we're gonna block your roads until you do what we want you to do.
Or we're gonna call you
Wow.
Stinky on Twitter.
True. Cool. So yeah, you guys make it back to the ship, and you guys, you got along with the order. You guys did get directions to the asteroid where they believe that the Hive Lord is, with the name of the asteroid being Kruthica, as dubbed by the Mind Flayers. Kruthica. And yes, as you guys are moving, you guys take off through space. Crete, do you have any questions about what your job is on the ship? Actually, the captain's gonna walk you along and say, put you under the care of the man or the Gith who hired you, and lovingly say, "This one's your problem now." Zach.
All right. I'm gonna just go to the first thing I'm gonna go to the galley and be like, "This is the ice cream machine. Never works." Okay.
Here too, huh? Okay. Is that all in the galley?
That's the whole galley.
Just a broken ice cream machine.
Can we take a,
Yeah.
take a bio break?
Sure.
Oh yeah.
Sick.
Alright.
A minute.
We will. Yeah, we'll do that.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna go pee.
BRB.
I gotta go figure out how to fix my pepper grinder. So I can go
What? Okay. Pepper grinder? Did he say something about his pepper grinder? I didn't even hear that. We're gonna take a bio break real quick. We'll return shortly. Yeah. Be right back.
All right. I'm back. Can you hear me on the stream? Oh, you can. Cool. In that case, let me just read Lord of the Rings to you. I actually just started the Two Towers. Well, I actually haven't started it yet. So this is the actual beginning. Chapter 1. The Departure of Boromir. Aragorn sped on up the hill. Every now and again he bent to the ground. Hobbits go light, and their footprints are not easy even for a ranger to read. And not far from the top a spring crossed the path, and in the wet earth he saw what he was seeking. I read the signs all right, he said to himself. Frodo ran to the hilltop. I wonder what he saw there. But he returned by the same way, and he went down the hill again. Aragorn hesitated. He desired to go to the high seat himself, hoping to see there something that would guide him in his perplexities, but time was pressing. Suddenly he leaped forward and ran to the summit, across the great flagstones, and up the steps. Then, sitting in the high seat, he looked out. But the sun seemed darkened, and the world dim and remote. He turned from the north back again to north, and saw nothing save the distant hills, unless it were that far away he could see again a great bird like an eagle high in the air, descending slowly in wide circles down toward the earth. Even as he gazed, his quick ears caught sounds in the woodlands below, on the west side of the river. He stiffened. There were cries, and among them, to his horror, he could distinguish the harsh voices of orcs. Then suddenly, with a deep-throated call, a great horn blew, and the blasts of it smote the hills and echoed in the hollows, rising in a mighty shout above the roaring of the hills. Above the roaring of the falls, excuse me. The horn of Boromir, he cried. He is in need. He sprang down the steps and away, leaping down the path. Alas, an ill fate is on me this day, and all that I do goes amiss. Where is Sam? As he ran, the cries came louder, but fainter now, and desperately the horn was blowing. Fierce and shrill rose the yell of the orcs, and suddenly the horn calls ceased. Aragorn raced down the last slope, but before he could reach the hill's foot, the sounds died away. And as he turned to the left and ran towards them, they retreated, until at last he could hear them no more. Drawing his bright sword and crying, Elendil! Elendil! He crashed through the trees. A mile, maybe, from Parth Galen, in a little glade not far from the lake, he found Boromir. He was sitting with his back to a great tree, as if he was resting. But Aragorn saw that he was pierced with many black-feathered arrows. His sword was still in his hand, but it was broken near the hilt. His horn, cloven in two, was at his side. Many orcs lay slain, piled all about him and at his feet. Aragorn knelt beside him. Boromir opened his eyes and strove to speak. At last, slow words came. I tried to take the ring from Frodo, he said. I am sorry. I have paid. His glance strayed to his fallen enemies. 20 at least lay there. They have gone. The halfling, the orcs have taken them. I think they are not dead.
Yo, I'm back.
He paused and his eyes closed
Oh.
wearily. After a moment, he spoke again. Farewell, Aragorn. Go to Minas Tirith and save my people. I have failed. No, said Aragorn, taking his hand and kissing his brow. You have conquered. Few have gained such a victory. Be at peace. Minas Tirith shall not fall. Boromir smiled. Which way did they go? Was Frodo there? Said Aragorn. But Boromir did not speak again.
Is that the end of...
I'm back.
Oh,
I'm back.
No, it's the very beginning.
I had to comb my hair because I realized I didn't.
oh yeah, that's right.
Oh, I'm back.
Switch. Some
I'm
things
here.
Yeah. All right, sweet.
They could have a climax first.
Your climax.
Boromir is a positive change in the movies, I think.
But the fact that they changed it from the beginning of the second book to the end of the first book.
He's also just a lot more like humanized and three-dimensional, I think.
Was he just a bad guy in the books?
He's just kind of there, and then he gets tempted, and then he gives up the temptation, and then he dies. He's not like a bad guy or a good guy, he's just there. In the books, they give him like a personal relationship with the hobbits. He gets along with them the best out of all the men or elves or dwarves. Which I think was a good move. Anyway, we're all back.
I believe so. Is Wilson here?
I am arrived.
I am
Space
arrived.
Oh, actually, I need to add something real quick for a...
What do you do with
I'm
the
going
liquid
to
that
look up
builds
some
up?
more.
What'd you say, Kyle?
Astral Sea teas.
So what do you guys do with the liquid that builds up at the top of yogurt containers?
Mix it
in.
around.
Yeah.
Mix it.
Yeah, you just mix it.
You sure?
You like skim it off?
What do you do?
You eat
Kyle?
everything wrong. Don't talk about Kyle's
I just,
doing.
I
He
usually
did-
just
Yeah.
He drinks
I
it.
sip it. Yeah, I sip it.
Oh God.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
I mean, it's
Oh.
like whey protein. That's
Yummy.
fine.
Yeah. I mean, you just
It's so tasty.
if you
What
have
flavor?
half a brain, you just mix it. That's all.
Vanilla. Vanilla.
All
What
right.
flavor's the yogurt?
No, no, it's not
Um,
sour. Yeah, it's vanilla flavor.
All right,
Oh,
wait.
nice.
So we're sailing now, right? Is
You
that right?
are solar sailing, yes.
Sweet. I'm gonna sing another sea shanty.
Cool.
Big sponsor, Brown Cow.
It's a damn tough life, so toil and strife.
Mm.
We wail and undergo. And don't give a damn when the day is done. How hard the winds did blow. 'Cause we're homeward bound from the Arctic ground, where the good ship taut and free. And we won't give a damn when we drink our rum with the girls of old Maui. Rolling down to old Maui, boys. Roll to old Maui.
Maui.
We're homeward bound from the Arctic ground, rolling
Thank you.
down.
Alright, so now we're done with that.
Have you heard this song? Have you actually heard the song?
No,
Okay, because I've actually heard that
Reading.
song.
I'm guesstimating the rhythm.
Yeah, it's closer than you'd
Yeah.
think, but it's
No,
still...
I figured it was pretty close. Most
Rolling
sea
down
shanties
to
are
old
pretty
Maui,
kinda-
boys. Rolling down to old Maui. We're homeward bound from the Arctic ground rolling down.
that
Actually, that's no, it's. I have it on the playlist.
How do
Actually,
you know it if you've never heard it?
How do I know it?
Yeah.
All sea shanties have been similar.
Like what?
All
Yeah.
sea shanties.
The damn tough life full of toil and strife we
It's
we
good to
will
hear.
men undergo. We don't give a damn when the
Space
gale is
Digital,
done,
sure.
how hard the winds did blow.
Like if
We're
you,
homeward bound
if
from the
you,
Arctic ground with a good ship taut and free.
it's weird to
free.
hear that. I know it's not that fast. That I know for a fact. No, no,
I got popcorn.
if you
You'll never be as
know,
good as Bert. Stop making music.
if you know,
Down, down, down.
what
We're
would you do
bound
with
for the
Drunken
Arctic
Sailor?
ground.
You can noodle your way through most sea shanties
Mhm.
with the lyrics.
Rolling down to old Maui,
like
me
rhythmically
boys, rolling
similar.
down.
What's that?
Maui.
They're all like rhythmically similar. Is what
Yeah.
you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
Sail with the northern gale, nice and wind and rain. Oh, it's a different lyrics on this version. That's funny. All right. So yes, as you guys are sailing through the Ethereum, it's kind of the atmosphere of this whole area is totally breathable by anyone that can breathe air for reasons that arcanists and scientists have struggled long to explain.
Oh my god, Kyle, you look like a found footage
He's gonna get me! Oh
Like
no!
those, like those videos of Bigfoot.
Yeah, like then it like freeze frames to the 1 pixel in the corner, and it's like, there he is. There's the thing.
Like,
You see it, right?
I'm gonna take that as a compliment.
All right. So yes, as you're sailing along, the lookout, who you would know, Spanky, as Romus, they call down, Astral Dreadnought ahead, and the Captain Kesselanth turns. All right, boys, battle stations.
I'm gonna put the horn on my trunk and just do like a war cry.
All right, and I don't know if I think, and the crew like sprints around to their stations.
Oh, should I level up?
Yes,
now,
you
Yeah.
should
Should
level
I
up.
do that earlier?
I can do it
Or
right
like
now.
Admiral Yularen in the Clone Wars.
I'm
Battle
doing that right
stations.
I don't think Clone Wars invented that, but yes.
Yeah. Wait, do that one more time,
That's just
Samir.
Battle stations.
What you
I
said?
can't do it.
Wait, is he one of those? Is he one of like the weird Asian stereotype species?
No, he was just
No.
a
He's like a
person.
human.
Right?
He was
Oh,
with
okay.
He was like
Yeah.
Anakin's like admiral.
It sounded like that like weird Asian stereotype race, whatever that
The
is.
Oh, the
Nemoidians.
Nemoidians.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, he's
Oh right, okay, yeah.
People?
yeah, voiced by Tom Kane.
Yeah.
Yeah. He also does like
Forgot
the
the Nemoidians.
narration, like that intro
Yes,
part, like
In the beginning.
a galaxy
yeah.
at war.
He's
The Republic
also
struggles
in,
with the Separatists. Stuff,
He's
shit like
also
that.
in the Death Star.
Mhm.
Yeah, when
He's
it
one of
blows
the
up.
people on the Death Star.
Yeah, he died on the Death Star. Yeah.
Mhm.
That
How do you know that?
that's the lore.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay,
They show that on
so
screen.
Yeah.
He's in the choke on your aspirations
do you
scene.
have like a character sheet for this shit?
I do, as a matter of fact. It's going to be sheet 2, and let me share this with you guys. Originally, Milad was going to run the Astral Dreadnought, but I'm gonna run it this time because so yeah.
I would prefer not. I have a stream to run to.
Well, no, because your character wouldn't have been introduced yet in the original plan.
Hmm.
Right.
However, yeah, you guys are on the. I would recommend just scrolling past like the majority of the document to the damaged and crippled is important. and and then starting on page 11, that's when the combat section actually starts. Essentially, your ship has the 3 parts, or four sections. You have your hull, you have your solar sails, you have your weapons, and you have your crew. And each of those can take damage from attacks. The ship bonus is added onto all of your attack rolls and ability checks made by the ship itself. So that includes all of the maneuvers and the attack rolls. The ship DC is serves as armor class and the rest of it. Pretty much anytime there's a DC that needs to be met for the ship itself, it's going to be 13. And we are just going to jump right into it. We're going to determining range. The ship is going to be combat is going to start at long range. And
Okay.
so both of you, I will need an initiative roll. So just roll a d20,
Okay.
and then add the ship bonus.
That's a 1.
That is
Wait,
fantastic
what's
news.
my role on the ship again?
We don't
Do
have
I
to
roll a?
Don't
I roll
though
a
you don't
two?
have to don't roll your own initiative. Yeah, they rolled a 12. And yeah, so the Astral Dreadnought sees your ship, and it is going to come plunging towards you. And it is going to now we're entering maneuvering phase, where both ships make maneuver rolls. Because the Astral Dreadnought is going first, and you are at long range, they need 1, 2, 3, 4. They have 4 maneuvers, so they're going to use all of their maneuvers to attempt to close the distance. So they're going to give me 1 second. I'm gonna
We're supposed to be seeing a map or anything right now?
No, there's basic. It's this is gonna be theater of the mind. Do that. Drop that out. Okay. So yeah, he's going to use all of his maneuvers to try and close the distance on you, and so he is going to make the 4 checks against your thing. D20 plus 7. Oh, wow. Interesting. So, what's your ship DC?
15.
15. Oh, are you sure? No, you should be on sheet 2,
Oh, sheet 2. Whoops.
which is
13.
the RLS Legacy. 13. So that one fails.
Mhm.
That one succeeds. That one succeeds. Wow, it's rolling really bad. That's good for you guys, and that succeeds. So it's going to close 3 range increments on you. So it is now going to be at close range. So yeah, you see this creature just start barreling through space, coming straight towards you. You would know what an Astral Dreadnought looks. Each of you would know, except for Crete, what an Astral Dreadnought looks like. It's kind of it's enormous. It's as big as your ship. It has 2 kind of like lobster claw looking appendages at the front of it, and a tail that moves sideways like a fish, but its armor is kind of interlocking, and it has mean looking eyes and a big mouth.
I'm gonna look towards Crete. Yeah, so that's what they hunt here on this.
And you want me to chop that in half with one hand?
Do you think you could?
You do me a favor.
No. Do you think anyone could?
I could give you bardic inspiration.
I really hope this encounter ends with me critting it and then cutting it in half.
Oh my god. Okay. So yeah, it is now within close range of your ship. So you are definitely in range for your weapons, but it is maneuver round. So you have a number. I'll say that Kyle is the highest ranking officer on the ship.
What
So
the
he is
fuck?
going to be able to be. I mean, of your group.
Okay.
Actually, no. I think Samir is. So whichever
I am.
Yo,
Better.
Lieutenant.
lieutenant. If you
I'm
want
good
to
lieutenant.
take the, if you want to make the maneuvers for me.
Okay, it's just
So you
rolling
have.
d20s.
So look at it's on page 12 of that of the ship combat document. You have all of these options. So you can, and then you have a number of maneuvers. You have a total of 4 maneuvers that you can take.
Let's line up shots.
During one turn.
Yes. So you have 4 maneuvers during your turn, and you can take any of those.
Let's analyze, take evasive actions, line up shots, and something else.
Is it analyze, take evasive action, line up shot, and one more. Huh. We could
Flee to
flee.
gain 1 more range increment away.
Board.
Yeah, I mean, because this dreadnought's bigger than us, right? Significantly.
Yeah, you could like jump onto it, but like
Right,
it's a
import
little
it.
bit. It's kind of madness to do so because it is like a giant whale.
Yeah.
Fleet onto it.
Go inside it.
Also, you'd have to be right next to it. It's probably like 30-ish feet away from you right now. Barreling towards you as fast as it can.
So let's flee with the last.
Okay, let's try and get away from it, keep some
Okay.
distance, and then just fire at it for now.
Cool. So yeah, your bonus to all of those rolls is going to be your ship bonus, which I believe is
Okay.
+5. And so yeah, so what were the maneuvers you're taking? So you're taking you're doing a close flee, or you're doing a flee
Yeah.
first.
We're
Okay.
doing a flee. Or, I mean, we should, take evasive action first, like.
It doesn't
and then
really
flee.
matter
Okay.
what order you take them in.
But yeah.
So flee, take evasive action.
So just do them. Just make the roll for each one as you say it.
Okay.
So you're close flee, d20 +5.
10.
10. That doesn't succeed.
Flee.
So yeah, it's you try and move away, but it's staying on your tail.
Try and flee.
Okay. Take evasive action.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
20.
Is that
20.
what was that?
20.
20. Okay, yeah, that succeeds.
Analyze.
Analyze. What do you want to
Ooh,
know
nice.
about it?
Would be a good thing to know.
DC and bonus. Crew morale is probably not a thing. I mean, there
No.
is morale with it, but
Per round.
average damage per round, sure. It seems to be able to do. I don't remember the math on that, so that's I need to do math to do this actually. XD. So that is plus 2 times. Average damage per round, if all of its attacks hit, is 72.
Okay. Okay.
And then that's all your actions?
No, we're gonna roll the lineup shot.
Okay.
So 17.
17, that succeeds. So yeah, take a note of which one succeeded. So so you're still within close range, and you take evasive actions, and your lineup shot both succeeded.
Okay.
And so now it is unable to make any attacks because you guys are out of range. So yeah, you can. So we go on to resolving combat. So the crew will automatically fire all of the ranged weapons. In this case, so the crew automatically performs certain actions during combat in the ship combat. So they will fire all of their ranged weapons on the missiles, and then they will stop any major recurrent damage, and they will try and get rid of a boarding anyone that's boarded them. Each of you can either take an action as normal, or you can take a crew action. So that can be either calling a shot. So all missile attacks target one system on the target ship. A steady eye, where you add your wisdom modifier to the attack and damage rolls for all of your attacks from the ship for that round. Or you can lead the charge, which is to jump across and attempt to board the enemy ship. Or you can do some repairs. Or you can take a turn as normal.
Okay.
Should we roll for?
I'd say just we can
Turn
roll
order.
for initiative just to see which order we
Initiative.
go in. So yeah, if you want to just drag your thing, if you want to just drag your thing out, it doesn't really. I mean, this is just for organizational reasons.
Initiative.
Ooh.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh.
When it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. Oh wow.
Matter the least.
And then Kyle.
Oh wait, on the level up
Initiative.
screen.
Oh,
Let's do it
you
later.
can just roll a d20 for me,
Okay.
or you could just have you go last because you're still leveling up. We'll have you go last because you're leveling up. Oh, okay, you're last anyways.
That's all it
Cool.
were.
Damn.
Cool. Okay, so Crete, what are you doing?
So a crew action.
Crew tasks occur automatically.
Crew tasks. Okay, what is the ship action then?
Those
So-
are the actions that you take
Okay.
instead of taking a normal turn. So like a wizard could like cast a fireball, or they could say focus your fire on that thing.
Okay. I'm probably gonna do the steady eye then.
Okay. What's your wisdom modifier?
It is probably not that high. My wisdom modifier is a +1.
Okay. +1 to attack and damage rolls for this round. Cool.
You're welcome.
Hey, that could make the difference, right? Lieutenant Zach, what are you doing?
Could I fire at the? Or no, it's not in range, is it?
It is in range for your. It's in short range, so that's like 90 to 10 feet. So it's about 30
Okay.
feet away.
Okay, so can I use a missile attack on it?
So the crew automatically fires all the missiles. So it automatically fires both of your
Okay.
antimatter guns, but you can declare where you want it to shoot. At the hull, the weapons, the propulsion, or the crew.
Okay, I'm gonna try and hit the propulsion.
Okay. Yeah. And so all the weapon attacks are gonna focus on that.
Mhm.
And Timothy, what are you doing?
You said it was about 30 feet away?
About 30 feet away. Yep.
Okay. And this is a single creature, right? Like
This is a single creature. It is.
Whales.
It is a single creature. Yes.
Cool. Do you have stats for it? I'm curious. Do you have like a stat block?
There is a stat block for it. Yes. What are
Okay,
you
cool.
thinking
How
of
does it
doing?
work? So Bane has a range of 30 feet.
Okay.
So I'm gonna.
Is there
try
a
to
save
cast
on Bane?
Charisma?
Okay. It does have advantage on that save
Oh, it does. Okay.
because it is an Astral Dreadnought, and it is a CR 21 monster.
Yeah.
And with event 22 saves, yeah.
Yeah.
It has awkwardly high charisma for a big dumb brute.
Hey, that's mean.
Well, that's my turn.
Cool. So yeah, you cast Bane, and it doesn't seem to be phased by that at all. Henry, what are you doing?
Can I cast Reduce on it? Would that help?
You can try. What's the save on that? And it does have advantage on that save.
13.
13 what? Constitution. Okay.
Two not
Well,
not ones. Two not ones. Two not ones.
and no, not quite.
Wow.
It has very good constitution. So yeah, unfortunately, you aim your spell at it, and it just kind of fizzles out as it hits the creature.
I have a question. Can multiple people do the same action? Like if we do Steady Eye, does it add more damage per player, or?
I hadn't
just-
considered that, but I think that's fine. Because
Okay.
when you're dealing with creatures with 330
Yeah,
hit points.
My only note was I don't think there's enough options if we're each gonna get a turn to do one.
Mm-hmm.
But if
Well,
we do
it's
Steady Eye,
better. It's
we
more.
can
It works.
Steady Eye.
It works better if there is like a different ship with a different crew for
Sure.
like boarding and stuff. But yeah, I'm planning on adding more options.
Mhm.
So yeah, and now you guys can resolve the attack rolls. So, and those are adding a +1, so that's a total of +6. And whichever one of you wants to roll the attacks.
Samir, you've been rolling for the ship so far.
Yeah,
Sure.
it's just a D20.
So just roll, 3 d20s plus 6 for those attacks. Oh dear.
Well, one of those hits.
Oof.
We'll make that one of the antimatter cannons, just for funsies. And yeah, so the antimatter
29.
cannon hits. Roll 5d10 for damage. And that's on the, you said that was on the propulsion, right? So you're hitting the tail.
Yeah.
So that's going to do 25 total damage because of the extra bit of wisdom.
You're welcome.
And so, yeah, that is a minus 25. Oop, jeez. Okay, so that is now that. So yeah, you get the volley goes off, and a couple of the bolts just stray out into space. The harpoon goes wide. One of the antimatter cannons goes wide, but this cracks right into the tail of the creature, and it lets out like a. And yeah, it is going to try and catch you guys again. It is going to close flee. (17) that wins. So now it is at adjacent range. It is going to then.
We lined up shots, so aren't the attacks at advantage? Is that how it worked?
You're correct. I forgot.
So those are one of
Okay,
the
yeah,
moves
yeah.
we
You can
made.
re-roll the 2 that didn't hit. Sorry about that.
D20s.
Yeah.
Two-
two
yeah.
D20s.
Was our advantage. You're totally right.
No,
The first one hits. That's another
Two
one.
now.
That was 2 now.
Jeez. This is fucking mouse ritter all over again.
Roll 20.
Roll 20's randomization feels terrible. So yeah, that's the second one's gonna hit though. So then roll another 4d10 or 5d10, excuse me, for the antimatter cannon. Ooh, that is good. So yeah,
29.
29. What's 75 minus 29? 46. All right. All right. So yeah, you, as the second antimatter cannon, it would have missed, but you kind of steady the ship, and it just barely nicks the end of the tail, taking a big chunk off of it. And the tail is now damaged.
Nice.
And so that means that its maneuvers are reduced by half. So it loses. So it makes that one the one check to catch you guys. He made the one check, and then it is going to try and ram you. Because they're in adjacent range, and he's gonna roll. It's a ship check, right? Yeah, it's a ship check. 15, is that your ship DC?
13. So
13. Okay, so yeah, it succeeds. So both ships are going to take 65 points of hull damage.
Okay.
And then any maneuvers are going to be made at disadvantage.
Hmm.
Let me edit
Minus
this.
5. 265. Okay.
Are you keeping track of the ship HP? Or?
I am. You aren't.
Okay.
One of you should. It's on the stat sheet. There's a spot for current HP.
Right.
Okay.
But we don't have edit access on that. I was just wondering.
You're
that.
right.
I'll make a copy.
Okay, that works too.
So 65 damage.
Was it one of the
65 hull
Lexi's?
to the hull, yeah.
Okay.
As it crashes into you, you can see it's kind of like its claws like slam into you, and both you and the dreadnought seem to take a nice chunk of damage. And yeah, that's all of its actions because its tail is a floppy mess. And
Wait.
then
If we took evasive actions, can we force to re-roll that ship check, or does the ram count as a different thing?
What is the thing on evasive actions? It's a attack, so no. The ram is not an attack action technically.
Got it. Okay. Well.
So yeah, you took a hit to the hull, but now it is right next to you. And you can board if you want. So yeah, you guys have your maneuvers now.
Okay. Let's see here. What do we want to do now? We can only make.
Definitely squeeze in there.
You guys don't have your maneuvers reduced. Oh, you make maneuvers at disadvantage, but your maneuvers aren't reduced.
Oh, okay.
Only its is because you
So
damaged the tail.
So let's do at least 2 fleas first. See how that does.
Okay, yeah. 2 fleas.
Yeah.
Just roll them right now. First.
2d20, yeah.
Yeah.
And then
So-
we'll see.
And they're at disadvantage.
Yep.
Ooh.
Nope.
That one fails. Yeah, no, it's still like right next to you.
Another 2d20.
Yep.
Can we take like evasive action to? What's the difference between fleeing and an evasive action?
Evasive action is
It gets us further away, so this thing can attack us seemingly if we're far enough away. Evasive actions, it would be disadvantage functionally on one attack.
Okay.
So fleeing seems better unless we want to board.
I mean, we got this far.
Crete, now's your chance.
Do you realize that you
Pull
are a
out my
champion?
axe.
Oh baby, they're jumping onto the Astral Dreadnought.
I'll
Prepare to
fucking do
board.
it.
This is fucking awesome.
Crete, go. Alright, let's take evasive actions then.
Okay. Take evasive actions. Yeah, roll. Disadvantage still. That's not gonna succeed.
God, I'm gonna roll.
You just rolled
Because
really
you're
poorly. Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
Jackie, you do.
What's your
Yeah.
what you have 2 more action. You have 2 of more
Yeah, I'm gonna take evasive
maneuvers.
actions again. I'll try that again.
Okay. Yeah, try it one more time. At
That's,
disadvantage that
that's-
fails.
Fuck. Okay, and then I guess we'll line up shots.
Okay.
We have to roll for that as well.
Yes.
Okay. That succeeds, I think.
13
17?
plus 17. Yeah, that does succeed. Yeah,
Nice.
you managed to get despite the dreadnought like latching onto your ship, you managed to get it to a spot where your antimatter cannons both have an excellent angle right on the thing's face. And yeah, now it is combat. It is attack time. And
If the initiative order doesn't really matter in this, can I give Creep Bardic Inspiration before he does this?
sure, yeah.
Okay.
Um,
I'll be like, Creep! And I'm gonna sound the war horn again.
Maybe I should enlarge him too.
Ooh.
all right. 11 and 12. So that's 2 of those succeed. So one of the claw attacks hits, and then the bite attack hits. So that is 3d6 plus 9 for the claw, and then 5d10 plus 9 for the bite. Ooh. So yeah, and those are. Let me roll a d6 for those. All right. And then those are going to hit the. Both of those hit the hull.
Okay.
So you take 57 damage to the hull. And then additionally, the ship is grappled, and you need to use a ship roll to escape the grapple to move away.
Okay.
And yeah, with that, it is your turn. Crete, what you're jumping across? Are you doing? What's the maneuver called? Lead the charge. Yeah, lead the charge.
Yeah, I'll lead the charge.
Okay.
Because assuming we are going to board it.
Yeah, I'll actually let you use athletics if you'd like for this. In addition,
The athletics.
well, I have it as acrobatics, but athletics works too.
Let me see if athletics is better. Yeah, it is.
Athletics is definitely better for
Yeah,
you.
it definitely is for you.
The charge player character initiates a boarding of a target. Target ship must be in adjacent range. A player that is leading the charge should make a ship check against the target ship DC and add their dexterity, strength, or charisma. On a success, they land on the target ship along with the boarding crew and may take a turn as normal. Okay.
Sure.
So it's basically just an athletics check against their DC, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Then let me
What's your athletics bonus?
+5.
Okay, go for it. Oh, let's go!
Ritz,
Nice.
baby.
The as you like leap onto it, the captain they kind of turn to the crew and they're like, "Well, don't just let them go alone. Go after him." And there's like a couple of the crew like shake themselves out of this like, he did what? And they like quickly like tie a line to themselves and then leap over onto the Astral Dreadnought. And now you may take a turn as normal now that you are on top of the Astral Dreadnought.
So, if you couldn't guess it, I'm gonna rage.
Nice.
And I'm gonna get my wild magic off because fucking why not?
Ooh, okay.
I got 2. That is.
2, which is
Let me
Just post the thing.
Yeah, I'm posting it
again every time it just
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
covers the
easier
whole
to-
screen.
2. You teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space you can see. Until your
Oh,
rage
God.
ends, you can use the effect again on each of your turns as a bonus action.
Not useful right now, but could very well be later.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
It says I can teleport as a bonus action, so I can't teleport now.
Well, you teleport now.
Oh, okay.
If you
It
want.
says you teleport now and you can do it again as a bonus action.
Okay.
That's insane. Oh my god.
Where do you think
Yeah.
I landed when I jumped off?
I'd say it's like currently like biting into the lower hull of the ship. So you probably landed like right on its face, basically, or like on the top of its head.
Okay.
So you'd be doing, if you were to just swing down and try and hit it, you'd be doing probably hull damage unless you wanted to try and hit one of the claws.
I wanted to hit its
Um,
eye.
Okay, that wouldn't have like a particular effect. Actually, I'd say, yeah, no, I don't think it'd have a particular effect, but it
Okay.
would be, you could like probably teleport down to it. Gravity is weird.
Okay. So I'll jump on its face and then teleport to.
You can teleport to its eye or its tail. You've done the most damage to its tail.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
I'm gonna teleport to its tail,
Okay.
and I'm gonna give it a whopping.
do it.
Yeah, just my battle.
The captain
axe.
turns to Spanky and is like, "Has he always been able to do that?" Yeah, that hits.
Nice.
15.
Ooh, 15 damage. Nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
Cool.
I still have movement, but I don't really think I have it.
Doesn't really matter, no. And
Yeah.
also, you can roll for the cruise damage,
Ooh.
which the ship bonus is 5. So you can roll 5d8 for the crew damage
5
as they followed across. Yeah, 5d8 for crew damage as
Plus
they jumped
5?
across with you. Not plus 5, but 5d8.
17.
Okay, so it's just
17 points. And is that you're having them attack? They're attacking the shell, I'll say.
Yeah.
And so that is minus 17. I have to do so much more math. There we go. The numbers are too big.
Yeah.
I'm used to like 30 hit point monsters.
What is this,
These are
Pathfinder?
like 330 hit point monster.
This combat is actually not entirely dissimilar to Pathfinder ship combat, but
It's
yeah,
oh, is it really? I've never.
it's a little similar. Yeah,
All right.
or Starfinder's starship
mhm.
combat, I should say, because they basically just ripped that for Pathfinder. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Lieutenant Zach, what are you doing?
let's see. I'm still on board our ship right now, right?
You are still on board your ship right now.
Oh, wait. Actually, I have this now. So does that mean I can
Okay.
attack again?
No. So that basically just all that says is that if you start hitting whenever you're damaged by a creature, you succeed on that save or you go berserk and just hit whatever is. You just keep hitting things until there's nothing left to hit.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah. So yeah, Lieutenant Zach, what are you doing?
Okay. How close are the two ships from one another? So
The
no creep
dreadnought
did
is
that.
currently biting your ship.
Okay. If I have a short bow, would crew on top of the dreadnought be in range? Or is
The
there no
crew?
no, the dreadnought's a whale.
The dreadnought is
Oh,
like
okay.
a whale.
Yeah.
No, it is like
Okay.
a large whale. I have
Yeah.
a picture of it if you want.
Okay, I'm
Oh,
thinking
yes.
of like the elephants in Lord of the Rings, where they're just giant elephants with people on them. But I guess there's no people on them.
No,
No,
they
no.
are like.
Okay.
It's a
This
wild
is
whale.
the image that they give us. I'll put it in the ballads. That's
Yeah.
from the monster manual.
Oh. I was picturing more of a Leviathan from Atlantis.
Yeah, kind of.
I was just picturing like a straight up space whale with
Like
claws,
the Purgle.
or like
Oh
the,
yeah,
the
kind of like
Kraken-
that.
like the Kraken from Aquaman,
Mm.
Rapping.
or the Karathan. Yeah.
So can I still use an antimatter cannon on board to finish off the propulsion?
Well, you can call the shots. That can be your action to say attack
Okay.
the ship.
Yeah.
And then we'll resolve the missiles after that once that's done. So you're attacking. You focus fire on the tail. We'll leave them dead in the sea. And if its propulsion is completely crippled, then it cannot take maneuvers anymore. So it's basically just dead in the water, as it were.
Okay.
So yeah, focus fire. Timothy, what are you doing?
I think I'll try to repair the ship, I guess.
Okay, sure.
So I'll do a mending attempt.
Sure.
Um,
Tool check appropriate or a spell that repairs the ship.
Could I use my creation to summon some material
Sure.
and try to like mend up the hull a little bit as it's biting it?
Sure. Yeah, you can. I'll just say that I'm honestly just gonna change it so you don't have to make a check on that.
Okay.
Just on the fly, and I'll say that just you restore 10 hit points to the hull.
Okay.
Does it create it forever or does it go away?
It creates it for like, I think, a number of hours equal to my proficiency bonus.
Okay, so it's like a temporary fix for now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, you can. I would say you could maybe like summon like better tools to help you do it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you kind of. So you restore 10 hit points to the hull. And then Spanky, what are you doing?
It's just catapult. Can I catapult like a whatever the space equivalent of a cannonball is?
Sure.
Cannonball.
Just a cannonball, yeah.
Basically
I mean, they.
Cannonball.
Yep.
Okay.
Do it. Let's roll the damage. Or was there a save on that? It's a dex save.
Dex
Ooh, it is
save.
not particularly good at that. And yeah, that's. Oh no, it has advantage. So yeah, no, that saves.
What?
Even with the damaged tail. Damn.
Even with the damage tail,
Well,
yeah.
why does it have advantage?
Because it has advantage on saves against spells of third lower level or lower.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
So yes. Is my dad leaving? No. My sister's coming home tonight, so. So yeah, is that oh, it's no damage. So yeah, you're.
No.
It seems like it has like a supernatural ability to just flex off the cannonball as it hits it. And then you can make the did it make its attacks already this round? I don't think it did.
It did
Oh, it did,
before
that's
we
right.
did, yeah.
Why did I do it? Oh, because you're taking your ship actions. That's right. So yeah,
Mhm.
whoever's rolling for the missiles, you can.
I'll do it. What is it?
Yeah, because I've been
It's
rolling
a
low.
plus 5, I think.
Yeah, I'll just do d20s and then.
Yeah, just do 3d20 and then we'll add it up.
That hits.
That hits.
19,
That does not hit.
That does not hit. That does not hit.
Then-
So one of the
Okay.
antimatter cannons hit. Wow, you're rolling really poorly on the antimatter cannons.
Yeah, 5d10. Okay.
5d10. Yep.
27.
27. And
Plus,
was that's up the propulsion, right? Yeah.
Yes.
You guys didn't. Oh, you guys did steady. Actually,
Yeah.
are those you prepared missiles? So those are both. You can re-roll 2 of those.
Oh, that's right.
That still misses.
That's a 12.
And that also. Oh, come on, man. Yeah, as you even though you studied the aim, the creature is still kind of like shaking the ship. So only one of the antimatter cannons hits, and at the tail, and that is going to come down. And yeah, okay, yeah, the Astral Dreadnought is now the tail is crippled. You can see like chunks of it have just kind of tossed away. And yeah, the ship is still grappled in its mouth, but it seems like it would be totally unable to maneuver through the Ethereum. And so yeah, what are you guys doing? Actually, it can't take any maneuvers. So, do you guys still have your full maneuvers?
So how do we escape a grapple? Do we have to spend a maneuver on it, or?
Spend a maneuver, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, let's try to do that first.
Sure.
So.
And this is still made at disadvantage. Actually, no. I think it's 1 round. Am I reading that right?
One round, I think.
Oh, for the ram.
Until they repair. Does my patching count as repair, or?
I'll just say I'm gonna change it to 1 round just
Okay.
because it's silly.
Okay. So, regular check.
It's a regular check, yeah.
Got it.
This is all
That's
playtest
22.
material. That succeeds. Yep.
21. Yeah. So we'll try to get out of there.
Yeah, you break out of the grapple.
Okay. After that, what should we do, guys?
Well,
So you're
I'm
still
on
within
this
adjacent
fucking
range
thing.
of it, though. You're just not grappled to it.
Yes. Well, Creed's still.
Creed is still on
I'm
it.
waving.
Yeah.
Well, we can teleport
With
30
some
feet
of
as a
the
bonus
crew.
action, so we can get 1 square away, and you can still teleport to us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
However,
I'm gonna stay on.
the
it.
rest of the crew does not have that ability.
Oh, that's right.
There's crew on board of the ship, so or on board of the dreadnought. So
We can come pick him up after we kill it.
you're just well, it. I mean, it can like hit its own back. Maybe I don't know. I feel like it'd be hard to hit itself.
Yeah, with its tail gun, I don't see how. But
I mean, its tail's crippled.
yeah. What do you guys think?
I'm staying on it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, no, we know that, but you can teleport
What if
onto the ship without problem.
We could
There's
just
still a
get closer.
crew.
and-
They did attach lines to themselves,
Oh, they did. Well, then let's move away.
so they'll
Let's
be
try to
they'll be
flee.
like pulled off of it.
Yeah, that's fine, I think.
Just
If it's
dangling
just-
on the edge of the
straight up
ship.
crippled, then that's fine.
Yeah, it can't like move. If you move away from it, it can't get closer to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we
There's
let's
no way
try
it
to-
can gain on you.
Let's try to flee.
Okay.
Can we try to kite it? With our cannons?
17?
17. That is enough. Yeah. So you guys
Excellent.
are now in close range.
Yep. And then let's. What do you guys think? Lineup shots?
I'm just
Yeah.
gonna say that now that it can't move and it only
Yeah.
has melee attacks, that over the course of a couple of minutes, you just kind of pound away at it with the antimatter cannons, until finally it lets out like it's able to swim like slowly through the Ethereum towards you, but without the use of its tail, it has no way of catching you, and you can just keep
Yeah.
it like a nice 30-foot distance, and you
Nice.
just eventually, finally, it lets out like a.
Can I?
You cut out for that, but.
Animal cruelty.
Can
It
I?
attacked us. It attacked us.
That's
Yeah.
true.
I mean,
attack
I
it.
think we did the first one, but yeah. Can I do an attack roll just to see if I cut it in half? If I crit, can I say I cut it in half?
What's your plus to hit? 7?
Plus
7 to your
yeah,
attack?
plus 7, yeah.
I'll
Yeah,
say
it's-
if you roll above a 25, I'll say you're able to cut off like its head.
You have an inspiration as well.
You do have an inspiration as well.
I'll use
okay.
it.
An
I'll use
inspiration.
it.
You're an
I'm
inspiration.
using it. I'm using it.
Roll the
Uh,
D8 or D6.
D6.
Okay, so you have like a 50-50 shot basically.
Yeah!
So yeah,
No way.
yeah. As the antimatter cannons go quiet, you just kind of teleport back onto it, and just, and its head kind of comes off, and the captain's like, "They're worth more whole, but it's fine." It was very cool. It was very cool.
I'd be like,
And they give like a thumbs up.
I'm
tell
clapping
the
with like
captain.
one hand in my trunk.
I'm gonna tell the captain. See, I told you could do it.
Oh well, I can't say that's not impressive.
So I'm just kind of like,
can-
with that.
I want to teleport onto the ship now.
have you
Nicely
always been able
done.
to do that?
Teleport?
Yeah,
Oh, you're talking to Crete or me?
Crete. Yeah, to Crete.
Okay.
Yeah. Now that you're back on the ship, the captain's like, "Have you always been able to do
Yeah,
that?"
you can teleport. know that.
No. Every time I go into a rage, some sort of random magic kicks in. It just so happens this time it granted me small, distant teleportation.
Oh, nice.
Sorry, did someone say? Rager? Play Darude Sandstorm on my trunk.
I can't wait to see a DMCA come up because of that.
DMCA'd for singing the songs. Oh no. This
What a-
this
what a
stream is
wall.
sponsored by DMCA.
This stream
like
is
the
sponsored
YMCA,
by
but
cancel
worse.
This is the
culture.
future. This is the future liberals want.
This is the future liberals want through.
It all
Alright,
started when
anyway.
we lost net neutrality.
All right. Yeah. So the yeah, you guys are able to take a little bit of a load off. The
How's everyone feeling?
Just realized I never changed this bit. Sorry.
Strumming away
Great.
my loot, as I ask.
So
Well-
welcome to my level up. There's the answer.
What?
what you don't even get anything as a wizard.
I was
It's
reading
been
through
an
all the
hour.
feats.
You just get like a feat.
Oh, going through the feats, I get it.
Yeah.
This is level 4.
Are you getting
Yeah,
a feat
okay.
or a ASI? What feat? I mean, Warcaster is a good one.
I went with Wood Elf Magic.
Okay. I don't know what that gives you, but sure.
You get a
Tough.
cantrip
Magic.
and Long Strider and Pass Without a Trace.
Oh yeah.
Well, thematic choice, I guess. Yeah. Okay.
That's fair.
You can never go wrong with tough.
And I'll allow you to just cast those as wizard spells if you want.
It says you can cast them without
Without a spell slot once, yeah.
spell slot.
And then
Yeah.
every other time use the spell slot.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, gotcha.
And then you learn one druid cantrip of your choice as well. So
Nice.
If you
So
don't
I'm
take
just gonna-
guidance, if you don't take guidance, you're fucking playing.
What is guidance?
it's like you touch someone on the shoulder and you're like, hey, nice cock, and then they can add a d4
To whatever
and
roll.
it's to whatever roll. And it's a cantrip. And you're probably gonna forget about it, but I mean, it's like Bardic Inspiration, but a D4, and you never run out of it.
Yeah.
I don't see
Oh.
it in cantrips. But
Just
Guidance.
wait, let's get it right.
Druids get guidance, yeah.
Yeah. Just take it from the list on the next page. That's fine.
all right.
Okay.
And then you
Anyway.
get Long Strider, and you don't get any. Wait, these don't have a save, and oh, that's not concentration. I did not know that.
What isn't?
Long Strider, that's kind of good.
Yeah, they're good spells. Pass Without Trace is also very good.
Pass Without Trace is a disgustingly good spell, but
Got
all right, so yeah, the crew does go overboard in little tiny like boats that are attached to the ship by rope, and they start harvesting the parts of the dreadnought.
Always hate watching this part.
Like a
Leave my
sickly like
chopstick.
crack as it breaks off the one of the claws.
Ugh, I'm gonna cover my eyes in my trunk.
You're having too much fun with this trunk. Oh no.
I am. I am.
So yeah, you it takes a couple of hours to get it all broken
Sorry, I
down
had to see
and
that chat. It was really annoying me, that kettle that was stuck.
put away in the ship's hold. Ship's hold is surprisingly large for like they're able to it seems to be enchanted in some way to be able to fit more than its space.
It's like those tents in Harry Potter.
It's like it's kind of like it's similar magic to
the
a bag
TARDIS.
of holding, or the
Yeah.
TARDIS. Yeah, similar magic to a bag of holding.
It's a box, but a freaky box.
Yeah, kind of like the TARDIS too.
Uh,
Yeah, once all this stuff is put together, say, oh well, if we're getting a pardon anyways, might as well do a little more hunting, right?
yeah, seems like a good use of time, I guess. While we're on the way.
Well, can you explain to me a little bit more about what we know about this mission? What are these Pruthic things?
They were horse-sized ants
They're
or something to
they're
that effect.
they're what?
That's not confusing at all.
Horse-sized ants?
Are you sure they're
Something
not
like that.
ant-sized horses?
What's that old thing? The would you rather fight
Duck-sized horse or a horse-sized duck, or like a bunch of duck-sized horses?
Yeah, the answer is horse-sized duck, by the way.
Yeah.
Tiny horses can still absolutely kick your ass. They're strong as hell.
especially if there's like 50 of them.
It's like 50 or 100.
I think if you can
Is it
grab
pumpkin?
one as a weapon, then you can fight the rest.
Well,
off.
yeah, if I had if you had like a melee
they-
weapon.
No,
Fast,
not even just a
Maybe
weapon.
fast.
One of them as a weapon.
How tiny
No,
are we
this-
talking?
The thing is, though,
Like the size of a
they'd be
duck.
fast.
So like a foot tall.
Yeah, no. You step on it.
No,
That's a
dude,
lot of
horses are strong. Even if so, that's like probably like a 10th the size. Actually, it's probably small. It's probably like a 20th the size.
Duck is
I'm
like-
just worried about
That's
that pecking strength that a duck has.
Just yeah.
Like
just imagine,
as a horse size, it's like
if
I
it's
have this
bigger, it'd
image
be
of like
slower.
a duck's beak like piercing
That's
my
the thing.
chest and going out the other side. Like
That's the thing. If it's bigger, it'd be slower.
Okay, but like a horse can like when it kicks you, it's pretty fast. I
Yeah.
think the duck size pecking, while maybe a little bit slower, is like not that much of a difference.
I feel like it's just I'm just looking at like action economy, to be honest. Like
Yeah, 100.
If my
100 is
initiative,
a lot.
if my
100.
initiative is higher than it, I can kick its ass.
I'm not confident I can kill 100 ants.
It depends on
Horse
if I
size ants.
If
You
I
have
can't,
water.
if I could
if
count,
I have time, I could.
If
Kill
you have water, sure. But anyway,
all I have is fire.
Are we in like a hallway where I could face them a few at a time?
Do I have
or-
my
yeah,
blicky?
now hallway's interesting. Hallway's
time of
interesting.
day
If
are
you
we
can
talking?
box them in.
Yeah.
If you can box them in, I think you can win against 100. But 100 is so many.
They're like climbing over the corpses of their premium.
You got a Gatling gun, like, come on, you fuckers! Come on!
Like,
Today's a good day to
imagine
die.
Stop thinking in terms of duck, because that I think it denotes like a sense of harmlessness. Just think toddlers, 100 toddlers.
Duck is not the same
That's
size as
fucking
a
Except
toddler.
horrifying. They're
horses.
just like, ah.
Ducks are
Except for
considerably
horses.
Ducks are considerably smaller than toddlers.
I don't know if that's true.
I mean, a duck is
Um,
like a duck is like a foot
I mean, I guess
tall.
it also depends how we're doing duck size.
How big
Is it like
is duck?
wingspan equals the span of a horse? 'Cause
Ducks
that's
birds.
This stream is brought to you by 100
Ducks.
duck-sized horses.
How big is a
thinking of
full-grown duck? On average, their height is about 5 inches or 4 inches. That's the
ducks
height.
are tiny.
What?
How
I've eaten,
big
like a whole duck before.
is a toddler?
Raw. I just caught one in a
How
park.
big is a toddler?
You just ran in.
What is the average size of a toddler? Average
What is
weight?
not 3 or 4 inches.
Well, that's height.
How tall is an average 2-year-old? Average height of a 24
to
male?
head is not an accurate measurement. of height.
33.5 inches.
Tail tip to head.
Why are
How
we?
big is a duck-sized
That's
toddler?
still tiny. That's like this. It's like a duck is like
So
this.
a duck is on average smaller than a toddler.
Yeah,
Sure,
but,
but wing tip to head. That's what I want to know.
I feel like
Duck
you're
is
talking
like-
about this in character as we're
Yeah, we're definitely.
as they're like
Domestic duck's length.
they're like moving
Mallards
past you
can
with
be
like
up to 26 inches. That's 2 feet and some change.
it's 2 feet by so it's like a square. I mean, I guess this. I feel like a horse actually would
2-foot horse?
condense a 2-foot long horse, but it's only 5 inches tall. I mean, I bet you, I'm
Better-
sure you could.
We're not.
So-
I don't think this assumes exact dimensions of a duck.
I feel
think-
like
Okay,
like if you like the box dimensions of a horse and a duck are roughly the same ratio.
Okay, so
That seem fair?
I don't know
It's about
that.
2 to 1.
okay, on average, the duck height is 5 or 4 inches. Its length is about 60 centimeters. Let me look up a baby.
20 to 26
Let
inches.
me look up a baby.
What is the length of a toddler?
The length of a toddler.
You can just say height for that one. That's the same thing because that's how it's measured.
Okay, so the height or average height for girls is usually 33.5 inches.
What's
Guys,
that in,
it's
what's that in
34.
centimeters though?
That's comparable. That's like a foot. That's like 2.5 feet.
Yeah. So yeah, I would say
Also-
like 34 inches is on average for a toddler in height.
Yeah, so they're about the size of toddlers. They're not that far off.
Look at this.
100.
Look at this.
100.
Look at this picture.
100 is just too many of
100.
anything.
Yeah.
Maybe if I could like, I mean, I don't know. I think one.
Ducks don't have to be that small. Ducks can get bigger than that for sure.
Yeah, it says the largest
That's one
species of
duck.
duck can get up to like 6 feet in length.
6 feet in
Whoa.
length.
The image. Why has he got a hat?
Howdy.
Howdy,
A 6
I'm here
foot
to-
long duck?
6 foot long
You heard-
horse. 100 of them.
Horse?
I'm
That's-
here. I'm here to chew bubblegum and kill ducks, and I'm all out of company.
And all I see are horses.
Even if you manage to grab one as a weapon, 100 of them, they can surround you. Like they can get all around you.
Yeah,
Oh my
well, I mean that's
God.
why I said a hallway, right?
Do I have
If
a
it's in a
gun?
hallway, I could.
If
It's
you can
doable.
box them in, that's interesting. That's a more.
Would I have a gun in this situation?
Would I have a gun? You run out of bullets.
If you have a gun, you beat both.
Yeah, with a gun, that's no contest,
Exactly.
right? But if you
Alright.
have like, I feel like it might be fair if you had like a bat or like a sword.
Yeah,
Or
like,
like
No,
a
if you have a
bat.
sword, hundreds easier, I think. Hundreds disproportionately easier if you have a sword.
Really, you think so?
It'd just be really thick.
But like ducks have like a neck that you could aim at.
That's true. They have
They
long
have like a
necks.
large amount of form, and they have no armor. So I feel like if you like, if
We'll
you land
discuss it after we end.
Let me just change the stream name real quick.
stream name duck-sized horse debate.
Alright, anyway.
This is my Ben
I
Shapiro.
could totally kick a duck and
Let's say,
horse's ass.
hypothetically, that you have...
Let's just say, hypothetically, if you were a duck
okay.
and I was a naughty boy.
Hello.
All right, let's get back to this.
All right. We've
Yeah,
reached.
we're 100% having this debate in character. Although I'm saying
The captain is like riveted by this.
maybe you couldn't beat a horse-sized or 100 duck-sized horses, but with my trunk, I can keep them at a distance.
Let's get one thing clear. I can beat both.
Fair.
Okay, fair, granted, but the rest of us, an average person, I can keep them at a distance with the tusks and the trunk. 100 of them, no problem. Just kind of flip them away. They're tiny.
Samir, are you in your garage?
Yeah.
Ran my
I had to
garage.
relocate.
You'll be asking me
I
for
had
a
to
tour.
relocate.
He's
What?
in Jay
I,
Leno's garage, airing on TBS.
I had a friend who like worked on an episode.
Really?
This episode is brought to you by Jay Leno's garage.
Something
Alright.
for Jay Leno to do in retirement.
Also, after this debate's done, I'm again singing this sea shanty.
Very cool. You're so yeah, we the ship finishes the harvest. It smells nice. Or it doesn't smell nice actually. It smells like fucking flesh.
Rotting whale.
Not rotting yet, but like just really strongly of like raw meat. But like some of it is singed because of the antimatter cannons. And yeah, you guys, where did my thing go? I actually don't need this anymore. So you were in the hub, and yeah,
Hang on.
so you'd be going to, you guys, they decide that the captain decides that that they are going to, stop at Bellatrix Prime, which is a mind flayer. Actually, they think about this for a second. Like, this is controlled by mind flayers. I am wanted by mind flayers. This is not a good place to sell this. So yeah, I will give.
I'm not wanted by mind flayers.
Neither
Yes,
am
but
I.
they know my ship
Send us out on a rowboat.
with the parts.
Yes. It's space. We can just tie them, right? That's how this works. How's gravity work in this?
That is fair enough. Yeah, I can't argue with that logic.
Torture mode.
Sideways.
sideways,
There we
Samir.
go.
Oh god.
God, where's
Alright.
my? I need to find my monster. Let me see if I can find my monster loot rules. See if it has the. Oh, we just lost one.
There goes Samir. We'll never see him again.
Keep it sideways, Samir. Just keep it sideways.
Oh god.
The
Perfect.
VOD of this is gonna be great.
It's evocative. It gets the people going.
It's provocative.
Yeah. Alright.
Let's see. Is it not on the
Be breaking you
on
ground.
keg? It must be in the. It's in Bolos then.
There.
Broke new ground.
Is it in
I
DM's
applaud
Guild?
it for being
That's the
different.
question. Is it on our drive? My library.
All right.
I'm just seeing if I can find.
You can just
mine.
say insert gold here and let us know later.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, you guys. Well, I'll just we'll keep going and then I'll find the thing.
Yeah.
So yes, you guys. I guess get in a rowboat
Yep.
with like which of you are going in? I would say that probably they're familiar with like the crew.
Uh-huh. You're definitely rowing.
Fair.
It's I'll give him a bardic inspiration.
All right, I'll have you make an athletics check for me
I have to fucking okay.
to row. Yeah, well, yeah.
I'm space
I
rowing.
don't know how. Don't think too hard about why you're rowing in space, but
Give a d6 if that's
Yeah,
not enough.
you know what? I'll just do the d6 anyway.
no, it's just to see how fast and how exhausting it is.
Okay, that's a 19.
19. Yeah, I mean it's you're keeping in beat with the sea shanty as these.
Actually, you can roll it twice,
Oh,
pick which one you want if you want, but I don't see a reason to.
Wait, the bardic inspiration or the athletics check?
If you use it on an ability check, the bardic inspiration.
What was I looking for?
I'll do the 5, so it's 22.
22.
Is it in Mordenkainen's? That's what I'm looking for. Astral Dreadnought.
This uncopyrighted music is.
It
It
slaps.
actually does.
Pretty
It,
bad.
it kind of slaps.
That was actually pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a very solid amount of stuff. Cool. So yeah, you guys. Did you guys bring it like immediately along, or?
How long would it take us to get there?
I mean, I'd say that with the solar winds, you'd probably reach like an outpost, like the surface in like a couple of hours each
Okay.
way. So
I'd
it'd
say
take,
bring it right after
just
that.
bring it.
Yeah.
um,
While we're rowing, while Crete's rowing,
Thank
just
you
kind of there.
for giving me the credit.
My trunk is like slowly kind of ladling in the water.
there's no water.
Well,
like
whatever.
the Ethereum,
whatever he's
yeah.
rowing against.
Space
Yeah, it's like
Juice.
the basically the row is like a crank that turns. It's complicated. Don't
Okay.
think too hard about it.
Sure. I'm just like, so, Crete, what's your whole deal?
What's your deal?
I'm from the planet Napoleon.
Okay,
Everyone there is like this.
fair.
Do elephants canonically exist, by the way?
Yeah, these are elephants on the material plane. I mean, he would have never
not in the
seen.
Astral Sea, but like
like
Crete
I know
probably
what an elephant.
He would
is.
know what an elephant is.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, actually, he might not because they're in like a. Basically, you'd have the same understanding of an elephant that like a Roman would. Like let me see if I can find the picture. Let me see if I can find basically they just didn't actually know what an elephant looked like. So
Uh-huh.
like they kind of like you'd probably have seen a picture. I'll put it in the Ballads chat.
yeah,
But it's just like that. That's what you think an elephant looks like.
the head mostly, right?
It's like you would have seen
Yeah.
something maybe similar, but
So he would look at me and be like, "Huh, kind of looks like an elephant."
yeah,
Okay.
you wouldn't know what an elephant is.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. Cool.
Okay. So I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm saying that. I'm like, elephant.
What?
Nothing. Long story short.
Say ill offense? I didn't take offense to anything.
That's not what I
Okay.
Samir just died.
Samir just keeps going in and out.
Yeah.
He's dead.
Here's my man. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you
There
go.
we
There you
go.
Oh, man.
Works.
All right.
Or-
I got kicked into the garage. It's all.
All right.
Long story short, I was human. Do you know what a human is?
Yeah, I know what it. Yeah.
Just making sure. I was
Humans. There are some humans who have been in the Astral Sea, but not many. They're only planar travelers.
Okay. I was once human. and certain circumstances caused me to take on a curse that turned me into this beast you see. Though, yes, though
Head off a dreadnought. In what ways is this not an upgrade?
the people
Could be
who
a
I
lead.
killed probably would disagree. The people I've lost because of this power would probably disagree.
They're
But
dead, so
yeah, I did not look this bestial before. For some
So you got
reason,
two.
yeah. Once I arrived in the Astral Sea, it seems that my curse had gotten worse.
really, so
Yeah.
as soon as we crossed into this plane, you just grew antlers.
Yeah, are you there, Kyle? Or is
Am I?
Do you
Uh,
want to?
I'd say that's you'd probably be able to like be hidden. They wouldn't know. I mean, because you're the captain is wanted for something that was before your time, before you started serving on the crew. So
Why don't I just cast Alter Self on Self?
Alter Self, is that a what level spell is that?
on
Oh, you
two?
have that spell? Okay,
You gave it to me, right?
I think I did. I did not
Yeah.
realize that. I thought that was a higher level spell, but I guess not.
Yeah.
So, sounds to me like you got
Sure.
2 upgrades there.
my goal is not to become bigger and more monstrous. I wish to return to who I was.
Just got
Why is that?
There are some
Neither one
things
works,
that
yeah.
I'd rather not talk about. Just know that this is indeed a curse.
I'm picking at my teeth in my trunk. Well, you know, everyone's got. I think we've all got. You don't end up where we are right now without some dead people. Past is in the past. You can cut a dreadnought in half.
Yes, it's quite surprising.
You know, it is what it is. It being what it is, I think there's plenty of positives you could see in the predicament. You be a band of heroes, is that right?
We were not heroes. I believe adventures is the closest thing.
Yeah, you
But-
tried to save the town, right?
Yeah, I'd say we're heroes-ish.
Yeah, don't hit me with a humble act, all right?
We were just a band of
Heroes.
bunch of others.
We're heroes.
Yeah.
Always with the I'm not a hero, I'm just a man trying to do the right thing, whatever nonsense.
Well,
the
as
label exists for a reason. Just fucking use it.
as far
Alright.
as I know, I don't think we saved the town.
Is that right?
Oh yeah.
We got
I guess I forgot to do that.
Forgot to do
just
that.
for fucking forgets
That's a
about the town. It has been 8 months since we've been here. The town
Yeah.
is probably long gone.
Well, maybe this is all a dream, and in reality, only like 5 minutes passed. Like in the Chronicles of Narnia.
I have heard that time passes oddly here, but you know, I can't say in which direction.
I think we could be going back in time.
Would I know anything that detailed about this?
I mean, you've probably heard like stories of like people who went into the Astral Sea. Probably not reversed time, but like people who had entered at one age and then when they got back, it's like a cautionary tale.
Yeah,
Like a
but we
boombox is
know
not a toy, but
Sometimes you get hurled through time. Sometimes time gets hurled through you. All sorts of tales. Actually, this reminds me of a song.
It goes.
Skip.
Boom, boom,
Skip this part.
It's like a synth wave,
Press
like.
X to skip
I'm
cutscene.
gonna like tell the I'm gonna sing them like a children's song.
You just
a
start
nursery rhyme about like learn to stay away from like the edge of
The edge. Stay away
Oh,
from
learn to stay away from
glory.
the edge of YouTube.
Wait. Oh no.
Learning to stay away from the edge of Apollyon, which is a flat planet now.
Fair enough.
Oh.
Napoleon is now. Add that to my notes.
Wanting them to stay away from the edge of Apollyon, where they'd fall into time itself, and it would like crush around them, making them 200 years old and newborn at the same time.
Oh, they got Benjamin buttoned.
Oh shit.
That's
Spaghettification in
that's
the
like
fourth
not
dimension.
that's like not what actually would happen
No,
to
not at
someone.
all. Not at all.
But they would like fall into space basically. Gravity is weird in the
Mhm.
Ethereum, so.
So
It's
you
just a
know,
universal down for everything.
It's complicated.
fun fact: the world of D&D is not Pythagoras. The Pythagorean theorem doesn't work.
What?
Huh.
What?
If
How does that-
something's 10 feet away and it's 5 feet up, it's 10 feet away.
Yeah,
No Pythagorean theorem. There's no.
Mm, that's true.
yeah,
Math
that's
does-
true. I think that's just
math
to make the
broke.
math. That's so that fucking
It is,
players
but,
don't have
like,
to sit.
within the lore of the world, there's no Pythagorean theorem. It doesn't work that way.
Well,
So it hasn't been discovered yet.
No, it
no.
doesn't exist.
The world is
It's
non-Euclidean.
10 feet away,
Or-
and it's 5 feet up. It is 10 feet away, diagonally.
That's some bullshit.
Yeah.
That's the biggest
That's how it
bullshit.
works. Hey,
Math broke
it's
in D&D.
technically
Fuck
possible,
math.
but different dimensions.
True.
It's technically
Math
possible,
sucks.
different dimensions working differently. But yeah. So yeah.
So yeah.
Some Christopher
Um,
Nolan bullshit.
So yeah, after a little bit of a journey, you guys arrive. The Mind Flayer station on Bellatrix. You arrive at the planet of Bellatrix Prime. Those of you who are native to this realm would know that Bellatrix Prime is known primarily for its crystal mines. It is controlled and operated by the Mind Flayers. And it is worked primarily by their thralls. But in addition, there are some
Crimzel, thank you for the
prisoners who work
follow. I
there.
appreciate it, man. Hope you're enjoying the stream.
And as you guys kind of
Crimson.
land at the
Yeah,
spaceport,
yeah.
which is like a kind of tall, it's made out of some type of like it seems almost like a chitin, like the shell of a giant mollusk, that probably like 200 feet, like it raises like 200 feet off of the main surface of the planet, and you land at this port, and you're getting like the thralls from your experience are just blank staring creatures without much intelligence. But even they are kind of like weirded out seeing this little tiny rowboat row in with like this enormous package of like tied up like astral dreadnought parts, and one of them steps up to you, and he says,
I'm doing a minor illusion of a hand on my trunk and just waving to all of them.
why do you need a minor illusion for that?
Put a hand on the trunk.
Wave
But
You
I
can't just
handle
wave the trunk.
They're so confused. They're just like, huh? Oh. One of them like comes up as you guys are like tying ashore. What's all that?
We got some dreadnought bits to sell.
Dreadnought?
Yeah,
Let me go. I go
Yeah, you
get.
do that.
And he kind of like walks. There's still like a group of them have like stopped working, and are just kind of staring at this like weird like scene. And yeah, you
I have like 1 foot on like the bow of the rowboat, like George Washington
okay,
in the painting.
but you're an elephant.
Yeah, but I'm an elephant man.
Very cool. And yeah, you recognize. Well, actually, you wouldn't know. A mind flayer eventually comes out of the like main building, like berating the thrall, like in. Oh, you'd probably. Let me just check actually what language the mind flayers speak. Mind flayers speak deep speech, I believe. Yeah, they do speak. So they're speaking deep speech. And Crete is understanding like, basically like, what the fuck do you mean they have an astral dreadnought tied to their ding? And then he like stops as he sees. He's like, and he kind of he like pauses, like gets his like cool back, and then
I'm gonna give him like a wink and some finger guns.
one finger gun with the trunk, I assume.
No, normal finger guns. I'm waving at him with the trunk. Still.
Okay.
I love how I can't see Kyle on his. On his...
Now you really look like a found footage horror movie.
Yeah. It was
You just
only
need to
pixels.
run and like have some like shaky
Yeah.
cam, like
Yeah.
But
Just heavy breathing.
heavy.
Just expressionless. Ah, they're
Alright,
coming for me.
anyway.
Oh, they're coming for me. Yeah.
oh no.
The so the
Is that a ghost behind me? Oh no.
See, that's the part where they pause it and it's like, if you look real closely here, right through the peephole, you can see the eye of the beast waiting.
See, this is literally what Willy's Wonderland is like. Where it's like, oh, there's a ghost behind me. Oh no. And then he just kind of keeps doing this thing. Anyway.
all right.
That
So
movie's
yeah,
tough.
the mind flayer is gonna step up, and he is going to grab his. He has his speaking stone. Does one of you have? Did I?
You
Give-
said I had it.
I
Yeah.
think I have it too.
I think you both have. I think
Yeah.
you both had one.
Mhm.
I
Henry, you
mostly-
wouldn't have one, but
No. Oh, by the way, I altered self to give myself a mustache and slightly heavier eyebrows.
okay. So you just like
Okay.
you look like the dad from
Why?
Society with the Chance of Meatballs.
My disguise.
Tim Lockwood.
Flint Lockwood!
My name is Tim.
It's a running animation.
I gotta look up the GIF. Hang on, wait. I gotta find it.
So yes, he introduces himself as Cobrem, the Mind Flayer does, and he calls over one of the thralls, and asks you guys. He says, "Oh, apologies. It's lunchtime, but we can walk and talk. Let's have dinner." And the thrall, he just kind of brings the thrall along with him, as you guys are heading inside. We'll talk inside.
Very well.
What is the thrall again? Like a gimp?
It's like a human. It's basically like
A gimp?
kind of like picture like a human, but like with the proportions of Baymax. So just kind of like a chubby like human with like a kind of like a bulbous head, but like very dumb.
Right. So like his role is the same as a gimp.
Well, his role is to be a slave and to be eaten. So
Slave for what though? Gimping perhaps?
What I'm thinking.
Is that just me?
sure.
That's what I'm assuming.
We're like whispering this to each other as
All right.
we walk.
I'm gonna.
So yeah, you
nudge
guys.
the
Am I a
thrall.
There's like
thrall?
you arrive. It seems that all of it's mostly thralls that you see around, but none of them all of them are just kind of doing like work around. The thrall that he brought along, the mind flayer kind of like touches him on, like puts a hand on his shoulder, and then as you guys are like sitting down, he's like, "Please, don't let my eating interrupt. Explain. What are you selling? Where did you get a astral dreadnought?" And then he like pushes the thrall down, and the thrall with like has like no expression on his face as the mind flayer just just bites through the head of the thrall and starts draining the brain out. Please continue.
Yeah.
He's like talking with his mouth full.
We killed it.
He like stops eating for a second. You can see the like life has drained out of the thrall's eyes, and
It
he's like,
attacked us. Don't worry. All codes and procedures followed. We
Uh,
were hunting
it's-
for it.
I mean, it's fair enough. But in that,
Oh no! We had a bigger ship.
he's
Oh,
like
it's a bigger
slurping. It's like very loud, like eating, and then it kind of like puts his head up and is like, I
The ship's in need of repairs, so we thought it best to go on our own way and get the funds here.
That is fair enough. Fair enough. Let me check my ledgers for what is the normal asking price for an astral dreadnought nowadays. In that condition, let me check the condition. He kind of finishes the like brains out of the thrall, and you see him
The
just kind
head
of like
is severed. He did that, and I pointed Crete.
I'm just gonna nod
he kind of
my
like
head.
gets a look at you for the like really looks at you for the first time. He's like, "You're the champion, aren't you?"
Yes.
And you hear him
That's
say, "Can you make a perception check for me, actually,
Sure.
just to see if you can hear? Because oh, you two have speaking stones, so yeah, the two with
Yeah.
speaking stones can also make one."
Okay.
He
Perception.
just says it under his breath in deep speech. Yeah.
17.
Does this mean I have no idea, like, what's going on?
Well, he actually has his tongues on, so you'd be able to understand what he says, except for this thing, which he is deliberately not saying. And he said, you hear you Timothy make out under his breath, "How much I'd love to eat that fucking brain." But then he just kind of, "Oh yeah, of course. What a brilliant creature you are. Fine specimen."
I understand what it feels like for someone to look at you like that.
Like your food.
Like like, you know how like guys will look at girls sometime and are really like,
Yeah.
yeah, I understand now.
Well, you don't
But
hear
in a
that.
predatory
You don't
sense.
hear what he said,
You don't
but
hear
you
that.
you can maybe make
I
an insight check for me.
understand it.
Yeah, okay.
Oh.
You can make an insight check if you want to instead, to like determine his look. But yeah, he's
It's not much better.
13.
that's not bad. So yeah, I'll say you probably can guess that like mind flayers don't really consider.
Based on context clues.
Yeah, based on context clues, mind flayers don't really consider like other humanoids like the same level as them, so they have no real qualms. And you've gotten from one of the other mind flayers that you recently interacted with that certain mind flayers have a taste for certain types of creatures, and so this kind of look in his eye is none too pleasant for you.
Is it like how 11% of the world tastes when they have cilantro, they taste soap?
Well, it's more like
Okay.
some people eat caviar and they're like, "This is pretty good," and some people eat caviar and this is like the fucking best thing they've ever had.
Okay. So it's just
So
like
some
palate.
people just have some people just have like a particular taste for one thing
Okay.
or a certain type of, especially because mind flayers, they actually absorb the knowledge of the creature as well when they eat the brain. And so they experience the memories, personalities, and innermost fears of the creature that they devour. So some creatures with particularly unique experiences provide a different taste. Unlike the thralls, which are just basically, from your understanding, they basically exist so that the mind flayers don't have to continuously invade worlds to get food.
They're like farm animals.
They're
Essentially.
basically like farm animals
Okay.
for them.
They milk the cow, and then when the cow's dead, they eat them. Got it.
They don't, I mean, they use the labor, but
Yeah.
they don't milk them, as it were.
Suck the gift.
So yeah, he kind of goes over the ledgers with you, and it seems that the total price for the Astral Dreadnought is going to come out to, in its current condition, about 8,000 gold pieces. And that's gonna go to the ship.
Yeah. Okay. We'll take it.
All right. Pleasure doing business with you. Would you like a snack on your way out? Actually, on second thought, I don't think.
We ate before we came, actually.
Oh, are you sure? Thrall, come here. And one of the other thralls walks over and kneels down
I mean,
Oh,
if someone
Christ.
else wants to, that's fine. But, you know, I ate before I came.
I'm gonna take a bite.
of the of the arm. Or
I'll have him open up the skull and I'll nibble.
oh god.
I want to say the beast that's developed more in me is kind of looking at it
Can you guys make sanity rolls for me, or no? I'm
Yeah.
kidding.
I could do a cannibal roll.
Jesus
Might as
Christ.
well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
So yeah,
change my mind. It is a curse.
he cracks open the skull, and you can see the light kind of drain out of the thrall's eyes, and he offers it to you, and you eat a little bit of it, and he's like, I have a little bit. That is someone I respect. If you ever come,
I'm just gonna put my trunk on Creed's shoulder again. We should go. We should
we should
we should probably get out of here. So, pleasure meeting you. Hope to do business with you again. Our ship's still out to sea. It's sinking right now. Dozens of people dying every minute. Okay, bye.
All right, if you insist. And he just
As we're walking away.
as you're walking out, yeah.
I'm gonna be like,
How was it?
I don't want to talk
roll a
about
d6
it.
for roll a d6 for me.
Does it or does it not taste like chicken?
That's what he's rolling the d6 for. Yeah, it tastes like chicken.
It's
Chicken?
it is strangely close to chicken.
I
What is
knew it.
it's chicken? We
Like
have to talk
raw
about it.
chicken though.
Do you know of fat bird that can't fly?
Fat bird can't fly.
What? Ostrich?
Cooked with 11 herbs
Oh,
and
ostrich.
spices.
I know ostrich. Yes.
Austria?
Think of it as small ostrich.
Or at least that's what I know. Their name in your world to be. We call them astral.
Ostriches.
Astralches.
Ow. My brain.
That
This
hurts.
stream
Yeah,
is brought
that
to you
hurts
by
me
the
too.
11. This stream is brought to you by the 11 herbs and spices used at KFC. Not KFC.
22. I think it's 22.
Is
I
it?
thought that was Baskin Robbins. Or no, wait,
No, that's
31
13.
flavors.
That's
It's
They're
KFC
31.
14
Baskin
flavors. I knew it.
14.
But yeah.
I thought it was 11 herbs and spices.
All right, let's get back in the boat quickly, everyone. I'm gonna start shoving. I'm gonna start shoving all three of them with one of them in my trunk and the other two in my hands.
So yeah, you guys make it back onto the boat, and the thrall, one of the thralls, kind of waves goodbye,
With my trunk again.
bye.
Creech, get rowing.
Have a nice trip. He just rows through
I'll
the
start
area.
rowing, yeah.
Rows through space.
Yeah. Don't think too hard about it, okay? Throwing through space. I love
You
it.
could say there's like maybe like space dust or something, like
Yeah,
little
the
particles.
atmosphere is thick enough that you
Mhm.
can row through it.
But you can also breathe
Little
it.
particulates
You
in
can
the air.
also
So
breathe
that,
it, yes.
like little particulates in the air, so that it
Yeah.
stops. So you can row.
Don't think too hard about it.
keep
Don't think
moving.
too hard
No, it
about
works. That works.
Use
Sure.
the ore as like a propeller.
Yeah.
it. Sure.
Just like he's just on the back of a boat with a single oar, just going.
just
I
waggling.
was talking about like spinning it, like a
You're just like,
Oh,
Like a
the
quarter staff.
yeah.
oh, we need a monk then. Never mind. Monks finally found their use.
Gimgen is coming back, baby.
Gimgen is back. He finally found his family.
Yeah.
All right.
They're just in space.
We were in space. True.
Fuck.
So, tell me about this chicken of yours.
I'd rather not.
If you ever try some, make sure you have waffles on hand.
Waffles.
Yes.
I don't.
You go
what-
to the
what is that?
establishment Popeyes.
Popeyes. Hmm.
How much you want to pop?
Intriguing.
It is Louisiana fast.
You said it
That's
wrong.
At
Louisiana.
Louisiana.
Just a
Louisiana.
terrible like use of syllables.
Louisiana fast.
But yeah, so
Louisiana.
Popeyes, intriguing.
Alright.
See, on my planet, Napoleon, we only eat bananas and raspberries. Store them in our trunks until they ferment into alcohol,
Oh,
which is a real thing elephants do.
really?
What?
Mhm.
No way.
Vigorous
They store berries
typing.
in their trunk until they ferment. They get drunk off them.
Adding to the world building. I don't
Yeah.
actually have. I have like 3 lines of world building for all of the planets. So like,
Do
You have more than
Feel
that for Napoleon.
elephants
I do.
get
Elephants.
drunk? Do they get turned? Elephants. 25 things you might not know about
Yeah,
elephants.
Don't Google
Elephants.
turned
They get
elephants.
turned. Yeah.
Oh, this is a shitty list. Only the male Asian elephants have tusks. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Elephants can swim. They use their trunk to breathe like a snorkel. Okay, yeah, obviously. In a day, an
Have you
elf-
seen Tarzan? Like-
Yeah. Elephants have eyelashes. This list sucks. Elephants have hair all over their bodies. Yeah. Oh my god, this list sucks. It's from elephantconservation.org. Do better.
All right. Anyway,
So we're gonna probably wrap this up just because the we're gonna see. So yeah, as you guys reach
Yeah.
back to you get back to the legacy.
I'll give the captain the gold.
Give the captain the gold. Thank you very much.
The ship is called the Legacy.
Yes.
It's spelled the leg, and then O apostrophe, and then C. As an ocean.
Alright, time to mute Kyle.
Time to
Oh,
disable
God.
video for Kyle.
Actually,
Wow,
I
that was
kind of like
good.
that one.
That was so good.
Which action
I
will
kinda
kill
like that one.
Kyle's character?
You guys
my
are just
God.
jealous you didn't think of that first.
What action would kill? I fired the
I am a little
antimatter
bit- I am a little
cannons.
bit, I'm not gonna lie. I
At
am a little
point blank range, your Kyle.
I activate all 3 of my rages to self-destruct.
So the brain eating thing. I'm guessing this is like, are we like peacefully drifting now towards our destination?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be like in like a common room, strumming away my loot.
Yeah, it's like
Trying
on
to
deck.
sleep.
There's like a little spot on deck where people can rest.
Yeah. So the eating brains thing, is that something we did before the antler situation?
Nope. I did not do that even once. Though this time,
It is now.
this
the
Thank you,
Lego
Kyle.
Sea.
fucking hate
You're
you.
welcome.
That's my next character's
Yeah.
name.
It's pretty good.
It's a sail. That's my next sailor's name.
Yeah.
The Lego Sea.
All right. Yeah. eating
Yeah,
brains.
I did not do that before, and I probably would have said no, like you did. but something was tempting me to try it. And I do not like what was tempting me. I do not like that.
Vor? Is that what it's called?
Did you just call Vor?
Isn't that what it is?
That's
Vor
not-
is like
No,
a fetish.
that's a fetish of people
Vor
getting
is like
eaten.
eating somebody whole.
Yeah.
I don't know if I think it's generally eating someone.
I think it's more eating them whole.
Soft vor and there's hard vor.
Yeah.
Soft vor is just eating somebody whole. Hard vor gets like pure cannibalism fetish.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
That
know.
sounds like what this is to me.
Tell me more of this vor.
No, the captain is gonna. Nope, not on my ship. Not on my ship.
Come on. Work, damn it.
Where's the antimatter cannons?
As far as I see it, I think wanting to eat a couple
up?
brains isn't that bad as far as things go.
How
Everyone's
we
got
doing?
issues in the past, right?
My sister's friends
Sure.
just are here now. She's not.
Ask them about Vor.
No, I'm not doing that. Hello, stream. This stream is brought to you by Vor. Soft
Sure.
Vor.
Soft
National
Vor.
Forest
Never do
Society.
hard Vor. Isn't it
Considered
considered like a subgenre of like necrophilia? Because you're
Can I
eating
call the
people?
police on this conversation? You're doing this live on stream, by
That's
the way.
true, yeah.
Hello, stream.
We'll talk about this extensively after this.
Yeah.
We'll finish the duck debate and then.
Yes. Maybe they can be related somehow. Do you think you could eat a duck-sized horse?
No, the duck-sized horse would eat you, and then that
You
would
think-
start. That's bestiality and Vor at the same time.
The horse-sized
Please,
body.
please, not. Please.
Vor
I'm gonna get canceled for
finality.
this. I'm gonna get canceled for this.
Mortal
You would have
Kombat
to-
had a morality.
Yeah, you would have to want to be eaten by
How
the
many
duck.
people are
Kombat
watching
should
the
have
stream?
more
Seven.
That's true. All right, let's continue.
right.
Let's continue.
So yes, we're gonna end the session. This is what we're gonna. So yeah,
Well,
as you.
let's finish this conversation first. You know, I myself have a history, but it's in the past. Don't let things like that bother you.
What history is.
Can't wait. You know, if you really must know, I come from a long line of salsa dancers.
Yes,
father-
I heard earlier.
His father before him, and his father before him.
Hey.
Generations spanning salsa dancers. It is a time-honored tradition on my world. But I rejected the ways of the salsa dance in favor of the ways of music. Do like a chord on my lute.
Oh,
I
no.
was rejected
Yes,
from my world.
he's an elephant
So
person
I,
that
found a way
salsa
to
dances
survive,
in space.
Wasn't entirely non-violent at all times, but what can you do? We do the things that we have to.
Salsa dances.
To rest on it with labels.
It's really a shame.
Curse or hero or villain. You know, I think it's for those that secretly wish to dwell on the past. Use it as a crutch.
It's very poetic of you.
Oh,
So-
Captain.
So-
Didn't see there.
Yes, we're gonna be coming up on Kruthika soon. But I just wanted. So this is like below. You're like below deck having this conversation. This is all very interesting of you.
My beard do be thick.
But I thought you might want to know we spotted a ship.
It acts as a cushion. Fun
Of
fact.
it's I'm sorry, I have my sister's friends are in the house.
Moose is in the house.
I don't hear them.
it's-
So if that makes
Yeah,
it
well
better.
no, I just hear them. It's
Can you ask them if
from
Moose is in the house?
I'm not doing that. It's from All's Rand 3. and it seems to have sprung a leak. I don't know if you're not familiar with All's Round 3.
Jason Momoa would be
Those
envious.
are the
I doubt it.
people that only
He's got
breathe
better hair
water.
than me. I only got
Um,
like this.
Oh yeah.
and they seem to not have that.
Are his sisters single? He has sisters?
It seems that there might only be
I didn't know that.
one survivor
Hmm.
who can breathe air, apparently. And
We should bring aboard.
we already have. And down the stairs walks. Milan's fucking vibing. Jesus.
I'm sorry. I've been doing that all
You
stream.
vibe too hard. Down the stairs walks an armored figure. Let me find the description.
Squidward
my-
said his
what is
sisters
he?
were
What is he?
bothering him. Squidward.
He
He's getting it. He's getting it.
where is he? He's got kind of like a light gray skin.
He's got the
emerald green
fingering from
hair
the clarinet.
and green eyes.
Squidward fucks.
And he looks at Spanky and he says, "Hen."
No.
It's Petra. It's Petra, and that's where we're gonna end it.
Does he say call me Ocean Master?
No, yes, actually, yes. I
You'll never be
retcon that.
Ocean Master.
He
Oh,
walks down
goddamn.
this. Call me Ocean Master.
Funny enough, someone in chat mentioned Jason Momoa just a second ago.
Brilliant.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm gonna say no. It's Spanky. Who are you? And then he
Why
can
does
say-
everyone keep, I guess, dead naming Spanky? What's up with that, guys?
His
Ted
name-
naming Spanky. That's the
his-
title of the that's the title of the episode, by the way. Is Dead naming Spanky.
That's the next
Oh, next
episode.
episode.
Yeah,
That's the next
dead naming
episode.
Spanky.
You've been called Spanky consistently for 8 months because they didn't know you by any other
And the
name
fourth
and they
wall
didn't realize
breaker.
it was cursed.
Congratulations.
Spanky. It's a perfectly normal name.
Here's a
Yeah.
trophy.
Thank you.
Big McThankies
Yeah.
from Expansion.
We don't have like a legal system. I don't know how your
I mean-
world works. There's no real system of changing names. If you have a name, that's your name.
I mean,
Finally,
Man
some
says his
progressive
name's Spanky, but
schools
his
of
name's
thought.
Spanky.
Thank you.
I really hope Caraway gets back into this and you have to play both the characters arguing about whether or not his name is Spanky.
No, I'm gonna kill this character before I bring Caraway back.
The guy in the middle top has a very organized feeling.
No, I'm kidding. I could though.
Samir, you have a
If that
very
happens-
organized ceiling. Oh, there
I
goes
have a what?
very organized ceiling, according to
Oh,
chat.
thank you.
Oh,
Thank you. It's
It's
I think I did as
real.
well.
Christmas decorations.
it's a green screen actually. It looks
Yeah.
like a-
I'm actually in space.
yeah. All right, I think that's the end, right?
That is
Yeah.
the end. Yeah,
Yeah.
Petra walks in, and that's the end.
Cool.
Perfect. All right.
Cool.
If that's the case, I will be ending stream in just a second. Guy in the Hurley shirt needs bigger posters. That's you, Japanese.
No. No, there was a line of them, but a lot of them got frayed.
What are those
God
posters?
afraid.
There's one for Apocalypse Now,
I got a couple.
and there's
Oh,
one
shit.
for Wild Goose Lake.
Is it this one?
It is that. It's the Frida one, right?
Frida?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go.
I got.
I'm gonna go
these
check
two.
on
I have another
my
two that you
sister's
can't
friends. I'll
see.
be back.
I also have a full-size RoboCop poster. I just haven't put it up yet.
Nice. Okay. I'm gonna go end stream now. If you guys have anything else you want to say to chat before we go.
Thanks for watching.
Buy NFTs.
Is that a Salvador Dali on the back wall? Well, thank
No,
you.
it's not a Salvador Dali. It is a what's its name? It's an Elsbeth Bushman.
That, whatever that is. All
No
right.
idea who that is.
All right. I'll be right back, guys.
All right.
Cool.
Ugh. Oh. Okay. And then I gotta do this, and then this, and we'll go into chatting mode. And I turn on the webcam. The music stops, unfortunately. That music for non-copyrighted music slaps. That, like, I'm probably gonna ask Wilson later about it, because that music kind of slaps. I might use that on other streams. But yeah, that's it for this session. This one's a bit shorter than the other ones we had, but Ricky's not here, so we don't want to do anything with his character. Nothing big with that. I think this is the shortest D&D stream we've had so far. But whatever, we're coming back into it. But yeah, that's Return. We should be back on schedule, so next week we'll be playing again as well. This Friday I'm trying out Pachinko Jin. Not on stream, unfortunately, but I'll be playing with the boys and seeing how it goes, and then maybe doing a stream of that. Maybe playing with other people who haven't played before. Who knows? But I'm going to be trying it out finally this Friday. Thriving. Oh, that's not in the right spot. Thank you for the follow. Let me fix it. Hey, God, which one is it? Alert. Why was this moved? Damn it. I don't know why it was not moved. Short stream, 3 hours and 41 minutes. Yeah, for our D&D ones. Here, I'll redo it so you can get the full thing. There you go. I think everything just moved somehow. That's annoying. Oh, well. Yeah. Oh, this stuff is also garbage. Oh, because that's why. Because I moved the whole thing like an idiot. I'll fix it later. But yeah. Next stream will be Wednesday. I don't know exactly what I'm playing. Actually, I'm probably going to be playing that Bubsy 3D interactive thing that Chapneat redeemed the points for, so I have to play it. So I might do that Wednesday. That'll be at 6 to 9. Pacific Standard Time, yeah. If you haven't yet, go ahead and follow my socials and my YouTube. There will be a link in my About page. I'm also going to be starting a Discord server soon, so be there for that. 69? Yeah, I intentionally did that because I'm smart. But yeah, that's going to about do it for stream. Okay, just leave it there. I think that's it. For D&D, we stream every Monday night, 7:30 p.m. to whenever. Usually they're longer than this, so be prepared for that. I already said my socials, the YouTube, and the Discord that I'm going to make soon. I'm editing the highlights video for April currently, so that should be coming out within a week or so as well. So keep a lookout for that. But aside from that, that's about it. I got no social security numbers. I'm sorry. I'll say it now. Yeah. Thank you guys for coming by, and I'll see you next time. I hope you guys have a nice night. Mwah.